I just always feel like when I turn my mic on that I need to cough. I'm program myself. Hello, people. I need to try to find like a good face. Okay, we'll do that one. Hold on. Well, I'll have the stupid face. LSC's nose. Here. I'll have. I was working on like the stream starting face to swap to, and so I will get that. That actually didn't do. Oh, I didn't do anything. I know why I didn't do anything. All right. Let's see here. See, maybe. Hello, hello. I'm working on getting this stupid face. That's to start the stream with done. Oh, I think where's Curve? There it is. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Okay. On time yet again. Well, I'm actually early, so there we go. So here's your stupid face. It's we got it. And then he's like crystals. Can I do like? I gotta get it. Where's the B? Oh, this is with the B. Oh, okay, his mouth's falling apart there. What? His lip is a little weird. Oh, he doesn't even look like Somber anymore. I don't know what he looks like. Me. It's like that one cat meme. Oh, thank you, Foxy. Appreciate it. Foxy McHooves Productions. Nice. What was the one cat meme was like? I don't know what that's called, but it's always they do it over and there we go. Okay, I need to fix him because this is really actually disturbing to look at. There we go. Hello. I got lots of school stuff to do today, but I'm just popping in for a bit. Well, hello, hello, Edward. I was kind of thinking it was like a fart that wasn't a fart type of reference to. I definitely had that feel to it. Anyways, so yeah, normally start like an hour from now, but I just have stuff I want to do with this. One thing regarding this video, the original plan, I don't know if I'll actually be able to get it done, with maintaining sanity, was to have it done by the 22nd, which means I'd have to have it actually done by like the 20th so I can render and complete it. I don't think it's going to happen. Even if it did, I did make the decision that I will not publicly release it for a set period of time. I don't know what that a period of time is right now. The main reason for it is with the topic that it covers as its main source of joke.
Today we celebrate the overthrow of the central government. It's time to kill someone.
Yeah, with politics as they are right now, at least in the immediate, I do not feel comfortable releasing a video that has that as its first 10 seconds of content. So I am going to be releasing it for patrons and supporters upon finish, but I'm going to wait until the environment is a better place for putting it out. So you'll see it in the stream here, but the actual final release, I'm not sure when it will be out. I just don't feel comfortable right now putting it out because of the implications that it could have. So anyways, I'm still going to be working on it and finishing it nonetheless. And I have put in, hello, Red. I got my new headset and you can hear in both ears now. Well, was it only your left one? Do you want me to like make it nostalgic and I'll just swap the mic back over so you only can hear? Yeah, Blair, I know. And most people have said that that's from, I brought that up to say that, that's fine. I don't want to have politics attached to it. And I started as well before anything that's been going on. But with the presidential inauguration in the United States happening 2 days before the estimated time to put this out, that is not a time to put out something like that with all the other stuff going on. So I just don't feel comfortable with it. But again, any Twitch subs and patrons will have access to it immediately. Hello, Zamba. So I did. From last stream.
It's time to kill someone.
I added that camera zoom. Actually, I kind of like it. It was easy to undo if I didn't want to keep it. I think. I also did some modifications to his jaw. Did a little bit of twisting and readjusting so that it kind of gave a better asymmetrical look, being that he's kind of tilting into the side. So I did a little bit of that. Was there anything else I did? So I don't think so. I still got to figure out what I want to do with this scene. Not this scene, this one with the army thing, but probably I do want to change that completely. What I have been working on, I guess he's back and feeling so sick that I wasn't well enough to tune in. I'm guessing. A super wise view. Yeah, but it started a discussion on another location that was making me even second guess finishing it. Because it's sometimes there's things of by bringing up that something could be an issue, you make it an issue, and then and that was what I felt like a direction it was going, and I didn't want to have it be that. But then once I kind of cooled down my head, I kind of just was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna finish it because I think it's funny. So yeah, I hope you feel better too. I mean, it sounds like you're feeling better. Do you plan to make something using brand new 15 AI voices? We've been playing around with that. Actually, my private or like my small group Discord that just a bunch of our friends have, they made a separate channel just for those because it is pretty fun. Whether or not I use it for making content, I really don't feel comfortable doing it for pony content. Not that it isn't cool. The software is really cool. And I think for really super fast, quick, stupid memes, they're great. But there's a lot of people in the community, at least from my position, that I could contact and actually have good quality paid work for to actually make content like that if I needed. And so for other people, it's awesome. For me, I just don't feel comfortable because it feel like I'd be taking away something that could be given to somebody that legitimately has talent and skill and is looking for that kind of work. But it's only for MLP voices. There's definitely other ones on there that were kind of fun. I had Gladys singing Never Gonna Give You Up. That was fun. But I don't, if I actually need content quality voice acting for something, I will just contact somebody about doing it. If it's just a really quick one-off meme that I made in 5 seconds, sure, I will maybe use something like that. Anyways, so I have started this a little bit. I was trying to get that's why I titled this like Monkey's Uncle or something. So I was trying to think of what scene I wanted to start next that I didn't have to really think much on. And this was essentially one of those scenes, because a lot of these other ones require a lot of motion and whatever. And so even if I did the lip syncing, it would still be a complex thing to figure out after that. So I've been doing the lip syncing for this. So far, I think I'm half done.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Yeah, this one is, I really wish I could grab his jaw and move it correctly, but his jawbone doesn't move the teeth. It just moves the lips. I don't know. That's really weird. But because of that, I can't get some of the lip syncing I would want. But you add other body motion in there, and usually you can hide the fact that it's kind of weird. But I think that's like the biggest I can open the mouth, which is annoying because I actually would like to, with Uncle, almost be like at a 45-degree bend on the open. Only because at this angle, it might not look good from the side. It's actually like, I think I have a GIF of this. It was Glitz and Ham, right? I would have made a GIF of it. Yeah, I put the GIF out. It's got to be somewhere. Because I had one of them, due to the angle that the GIF was, I legitimately couldn't get it to look good unless I broke the jaw completely. I thought I would have made a GIF of that. Now I'm confused. And I don't have Flash running, so that's not going to... Anyway, I might have to... I'm probably just blind. Yeah, I'm going to go with blind. But, yeah, to do it, I actually have the jaw, like, unhinged and is at a 90-degree bend because just it... For that camera angle, it worked. So it's the same thing in here. In general, does it work from all angles? No. But having the option to do it is pretty useful. It's just... being I can't move the teeth down with it, it just looks weird if I try to do it otherwise. Your headset has a 7.1 surround sound button. Mine has 7.1 simulated too. I didn't really like it. So I just have it on stereo. What is it, a Sennheiser? I think it's a Sennheiser. Yeah, Sennheiser headset. Only thing I don't like about this one is wired. I kind of wish that I had a wireless now, but it's fine. Yeah, the one thing I do need to do is I've been needing to reroute the cord over here. I have I have a hook that's attached underneath my desk here for attaching my headset to when my desk was at the apartment. Since I moved here, I've just left it over there, and I don't know why. Because I'm lazy. All right, see you later, Edward. Tell Mike said hi. Yeah, he'll be home. He'll be home in like probably about 40 minutes. He's 15 wants to make custom iPod voiceover commands and stuff. It'll be fun. Yeah, for little stuff like that, it's great. I think it is a super cool program that will just get better over time. The one I wish that it had, and I'm surprised it didn't, being that it has all the TF2 characters and Gladys and stuff, is the Left 4 Dead characters. Because if I had the ability to use Francis on there, I would abuse the crap out of that. Though I think Francis would be a really hard one to try to replicate. There's so many nuances to the voice. But I know that I would, with MLP, I can find people that can do voice acting for that pretty easy. Francis from Left 4 Dead, not so much. I don't think that's as popular of a character for somebody to speak on. There's just so much stuff that I would like Rathalos to say, but I can't because I'm limited to what is available. If anybody knows somebody that sounds just like Francis from Left 4 Dead, let me know who they are, because and again, there's the nuances of the voice that are the hard thing to hit. I would love to be able to do that. Hello, Chris.
Monkey's uncle. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
You know, lip syncing is easy when it's a word that has like just one open bit. But when I had monkey uncle, and those are hard because you have a middle stopping point. I guess that'd be called like 3-syllable words. lip syncing is so much harder when you go to that. Lip syncing is easy when it's like, well, because it's like it's a shape at the beginning, a shape at the end, and then an opening in the middle. Uncle is different because there's a shape in the middle, but affects it both sides. Yeah, it's annoying. Hope you are safe. I am safe. I have barred all my windows. And it's not even from people. It's just from life. I'm doing fine. I haven't been out. When was the last time I was outside? Oh, I walked to the mailbox. Does that count? Yeah, I think that's the most I've been outside in like a week and a half. That's my life now.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
This shot. So originally its timing is right here and here. That's why these bookmarks are there.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it. I knew I could count on you.
But because of the lip syncing crossing over a lot of different things, I stretched everything so that I can do it all in one shot, and then I can copy paste it to other ones. This I had extended at the beginning because I wanted to ensure I had to lip sync some stuff I didn't really need to do, but being that I'm coming in mid conversation, I wanted to make sure that was smooth. And when it goes in this next shot, it would be hard because some of the like sounds and the facial expressions could carry over, and I don't want to have a full separation. So that's why everything's really kind of smashed about. But that's also why I put these bookmarks here so that I can do things like this to blend shots. And I could just, instead of like having a physical shot separation, I could have a zoom in, but anytime you do a zoom in where you tell the camera to immediately jump to a further forward position, you're going to get this one frame that's going to be a blend of both. And I don't like that. So if you split it like this, it helps with that. Plus, you can sometimes remove other assets in the background on the zoom in shot. That would make things more efficient. And it's just easier and better that way. Then I know exactly where the camera splits are. Walking the mailbox doesn't count. Well, my mailbox is like a block and a half away. So it's not like I'm walking to my end of my driveway or anything. No, I do have to leave my property because it's not just a mailbox. It's a mail. What do they call it? Like it's box, but it's like the communal, the whole. There's two of them for our whole township. Hi, Kitty. So it's probably similar for me. I would say that mine's probably close to an eighth of a mile. I mean, it's not really that far in essence, but actually, it might be further. I don't know. I don't mind. It's especially if it's a nice day. I mean, now it's been cold, so whatever. But all right. So I need to do some lip syncing. So I hope you like hearing the same sounds over and over again, because I had to hear that all yesterday. Ooh, it's creepy. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I did do. On these shots, I changed it so that his eyes are wide here,
Overthrow of the central government.
but then they go thinner, mainly because of how his eyes squint a little bit. And the same thing here, they're wider. And then that's actually changing to slightly smaller pupil, but it may be just hard to tell because of the zoom in. It just looked better doing it that way. And if you want to know how to get that ability, because it's not like native, weird watching those actually slide into place. I am going to decrease that quality. There is just search on the workshop for like animatable body groups or skins, and it's a rig you add on. A rig. Go down a gravel road to get to my house, and the mailbox is out of the country road. So you're kind of in country. That's kind of nice though. My Wi-Fi is so bad right now. We'll get more Wi-Fi's. If you take more money and you shove it in your coax, the more money you push in there, the more Wi-Fi's come out. Okay, so we need to do
Uncle, you did. Monkey's uncle, you did.
Okay, so this is like I've mentioned this many times, but I know people are come in and go. So for lip syncing, it is I take the first sound, so yeah. So if I was gonna say yeah, did it, so it'd be ye, so it'd be and this is the end of it, so we'll do. Oh, no, not open. Let's see. Ye. So we're gonna do a little bit of pucker. We gotta get a little bit of teeth, and they'll open and close because that'll help get that teeth in there a little bit. It's probably gonna be a little bit of that, a little bit more close. And that's gonna be lips out. Do I have lips out? Oh, bottom lip out. There's face caw, but it does modifications to the eyes. I wish I could just do the mouth portion of it, but so that's just moving the whole thing down. Oh, there it is. You forgot you don't have any money? I actually don't think I have any. I have here, like, I have here, this is a, like, my retirement account thing sent me a thing saying we're going to be sending you a payout or something, and I'm like, of my old account from my previous company. I'm like, no, wait, it shouldn't be sending me my retirement account stuff. That should be there, but I've had other problems with it, so I was a little concerned that they were going to be sending me like a whole bunch of stuff. Well, so I'm waiting for this check for a lot of money that I was going to have to deal with, and instead they sent me 4-cent check. I don't even know what it's for, but I have a check for 4 cents. I mean, I've gotten smaller checks before. It's a distribution. I have no idea. And I don't even know if I want to deposit it. I'm kind of considering just not. Because, yeah. Anyways, 4-cent check. Does anybody remember back in the old, like, 'cause I'm old enough to remember these, they would have those, like, cheap services that you would get, like all these CDs, or like it was a call-in thing, and they would send you like CDs on a thing, but then they would give you like a rebate check, and sometimes those rebate checks would be like a penny. It was just so stupid, but it was, oh, when was that? That was probably like late 90s, early 2000s still. I forgot what they used to call them. Yeah, I can't remember, but it'd be like so many CDs for only a penny or something, and then you get the money back. I'm old. I'm a youngin', unfortunately. I remember when I was young and I would like hear the stories of people who are older, and it was always like, you're so old. And now I feel like I'm getting to that point because, like, I remember VHS tapes and the big Disney padded VHS tapes. I remember listening to cassettes. I remember putting 2 stereos next to each other so that you could record the audio from one speaker to another, and then tell everybody shh so that the audio would carry over. It was an interesting time. I definitely don't miss my my 56K internet. That was rough. So here I got the first sound. Not exactly 100% happy with this. And if I push that too far forward, it starts getting some little weird lippy things, because it's not exactly like perfectly done. So I probably do lip up. Yeah, actually that looks pretty good. So we'll do yeah, and then I'll do the last sound. So yeah, but the at the end of and the D at the next one is the same. So if I were to do my mouth, be yeah, did, and I'm immediately on the D spot. So I'm just going to worry about that. So then, okay, yeah. So this is going to be, no, I don't even have to do stretch. So it's going to be a little bit of angry, I definitely want to do some open and close. And then I've been doing this enough now that I know I want to add a little bit of very wide. And then some bite. Though it doesn't work the well. When I think bite, I'm thinking of like the curling of the lips, but this one, it just kind of moves them in, but the top of the lip is still, it's not biting. It's just, yeah, I'm confused. Wi-Fi's not keeping up. I wish I had transcode stuff set up eventually. But we need like 3 times as many people watching to get to the point where you can do transcoding. Just stupid. All right, I'm sorry, Red Sonner. Where best Kirby voice maker? I started early. He doesn't come home until it's just 5:30 for my time. Actually, my stream PC is 1 minute different than my normal PC. That's weird. Anyways, he gets home at about 5. He usually gets here about 5 minutes or like at the moment that the stream starts, so he'll still be a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought for a second there that this was off. Okay, I want to have the lip down to there. And a little bit of, I'll keep that up there. Oh, I thought maybe he's back now, but he's not. So now that I have the beginning and the end, I'll just go and add the middle for the opening for the timing. This is what I've been doing for a while.
Yeah.
And it tends to work good that way.
Uncle, you did. Yeah. Uncle, you did. Yeah.
Problem is those teeth there make things hard because they're always kind of showing, which in this case, I can't open the mouth a little bit. I have to open it up a lot. So I'll cheat it. And we are going to grab the jawbone and we're going to open it up a little bit more. And then because the teeth are disconnected from the jaw, I'll at least take advantage of that for the bone how we can. We'll just move this up and offset that a bit.
Yeah.
I think I might have to open it up even more though. And it is a little weird having the teeth move like that. Can I just put it like here? Like, actually, what matters is what the camera sees. So the sound is normally going to apply like more like in that shape. Should put chicken there so when Mike arrives, see how jealous he will be about chicken. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, let me go get the Michael stool or the chair, and then we will put chicken there. So, yeah, hold on a second. We need to make him jealous of chicken. He already is. All right. There's stool. And now we got chicken. Oh, I think it's kind of low. Can you see? Can chicken see? It's kind of. You can. That's gonna have to do. Then let's get him. Okay. All right. So I've given the chicken the microphone. So oh, enough my monitor. I gotta move this thing. Keeps hitting the monitor button. So yeah, so I got chicken. I can't really put it down any further though because I have it locked. But chicken is. There's chicken. You can see. Chicken needs a booster. I don't think I have a booster. Oh, actually, I do. I do. Is that better? There we go. Chicken's good now. It's it's a chicken with Mike. The other Mike. Dolphin is also good. Dolphin is upstairs though. Chicken is the official Mike replacement, or Mike is the official chicken replacement. I don't know which we'll go with one or the other. Mike 2. Well, no, because we had Final Draft here before, and he's also Mike. And I thought he was Mike 2, and then he's like, is Michael True Mike? I can't remember. You guys came up with some other names for him.
You did it. You did it. Did it.
This one's hard because "did it" is basically like a 2-syllable or a 3-syllable word. So I'm going to treat it as such.
Did it. You did it. Did it.
Yeah, this one I definitely need to have it be strong grin.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Okay, I don't have really a good one to reference on this. Oh, my mic's way over here. There we go. Sorry. Still seems out of balance. No, it's just that angle. Okay, it just happens to be really bad for that. But that's fine. That when I move them, it'll be different. Actually, I should be. Need more teeth.
You did.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to take what this looks like, and I'm going to play ahead it here. And I'm just going to say that it's not as far as the first one.
Did it. Did it. Did it. You did it. Did it. Did it. Oh, you did it. Did it.
Okay, this needs to be actually quicker. And this is also hard because the audio is just not timed the same. So me doing this is going to be different than my interpretation of it hitting play, which is messy.
You did it. You did it. Did it. You did it.
Okay, and then this is going to be pucker forward.
You did it. You did it.
Here, we're going to shut this quicker.
You did it. You did it. You did it.
This is the, I didn't feel that this was timed right.
You did it. You did it. Did it. Did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Did it. Did it.
Okay.
Did it.
This is again where I'm going to do open more. Jaw shut.
You did it. You uncle. You did it. You did it. You did it.
That's pretty decent. My father called me and I kept the thing recording, so. What thing? Yes, this stream's mic is real mic, and the other one is Mike the second. Okay. Well, that's chicken's named Alfredo. So chicken can't be Mike too. He could be like in parentheses Mike, but his name's Alfredo. Was that some clipping of the teeth? Yes, there is. But that is fine. I don't mind clipping. I can fix that at any point. I'm mainly worried about how it looks.
A monkey's uncle. You did it. Monkey's uncle. You. Yeah.
Okay, so here, just before we start, I want to actually have the mouth like fully closed, and not this like partially open thing.
Oh, you did it. You did it.
I feel like this first one needs to be open for longer. I really can't open it too much more.
Did it. You did it. You did it. Monkey's uncle. You did it. Oh, you did it. Did it.
See, this is like, I feel like the timing when I play it
Uncle, you did it.
looks fine, but when I actually slow it down,
Did it.
it doesn't really feel like the timing is correct. And that's what makes this really, really messy. And so that's why I do intend, I will render this whole dialogue piece as its own audio file, cut up all the pieces in post out of it, and shift and move to actually make it match whatever the mouth is. So that's why I want to make sure that when I hit play here,
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it.
it matches at least what thanks. Oh, hello, Blurred. Thank you for the resub. Boop. Hello. How are you doing? I'm gonna hit play because I want to make sure that if it matches up from beginning to end without me touching it, then I should be able to move the audio to match it at some point. It's if I start doing this part's based on me scrubbing and the other parts are based on me hitting play, then it doesn't match up because I can't take the same audio file and move it. So that's why one of the shortcomings of SFM. Tired, you? Yesterday I was exhausted. Well, because we did the Fallout stream on Sunday, which was a lot of fun. Thank you, all you guys, that showed up for that. But I drank too much. I drank a whole liter of mead and then one mixed drink afterwards. And I was probably just literally drunk. I probably shouldn't have drank that much. So Monday was a bit rough. I didn't sleep really well. I was tired and I was sloshy all day. Today I'm better. I went to bed early last night and got some rest. How are you alive? I have a high tolerance. Well, also it was over like a 6-hour period because I grabbed my first drink when we first started and I grabbed my last one just about a half hour before we finished. So no, if I wasn't just finishing up, but I really like it was mead straight from the tap, straight from the meadery. So it was the good stuff. It was good. But once you crack open the container, it takes about 2 to 3 days and it loses most of its fizz and it's not as good anymore. So the best time to have it is the day you open it. But that was fun. We are still planning to do the Fallout stream going forward every Sunday, maybe mixing in other days. For this week, we're just doing it next Sunday. But it was fun. It took us a little bit to, I think, get into the groove of what we were looking to do. But we got there, and now, and as I was hoping, we had at least kind of made some identifiable characters. So But it was fun. And also there was just so many changes to 76 that I just didn't understand, with like the single player aspects now thrown in with the multiplayer. So it's like people wanted all the single player aspects, but now the way they're thrown in, it actually feels like it breaks the way that 76 was meant to be. And not to say that the way it was meant to be worked. I think the single player aspects help, but now it also feels like it just breaks the flow of, you're supposed to do it in multiplayer, but now you have to separate from everybody to do your story elements. And I liked the way it was before. That is an unpopular opinion, but it was because our friends were our NPCs and we went back and forth and we goofed off in this open world and had a lot of fun with it. That is probably not the same experience other people had. And so I understand people being frustrated and not liking it very much. So, but for the way we played it, it was probably the way it was meant to be played, but we were probably a very small group that was actually fitting that. It was also really fun to be able to see, because I haven't really done much, because I have a 3080 now. I just got it last Saturday, and I haven't had much that I could actually do to stress my system to be able to like make use of it, being that I have a 1440 monitor, but it's a high refresh rate. But I've ran into, or I finally in that game was able to actually check, because before we used to run it at like 50, 60 frames a second. And when I had some settings down, I could get to 60 or 70 maybe. I was running at like 110 at everything cranked to the max. It was a lot better than I was expecting. We've been, and actually I tried Monster Hunter World today and I was getting 110 frames when before I was getting 65 to 70 with, again, settings turned down. It has DLSS, but it doesn't really work in that game. That DLSS sucked on Monster Hunter, so I'm not going to do that one. But the one I thought was funny was, and so if anybody else runs into these issues and has, when doing high frame rates, we were playing Deep Rock Galactic, and my monitor can hit 165, and I had it set to cap at 165, but I was getting screen tearing. Now I have G-Sync enabled, but I was getting screen tearing. I had if I turned on VSync, it would fix it, but it would drop me to 120. So I couldn't figure out what the problem was. I figured out I was getting too many frames, and when you hit the cap of what your monitor can do, you can start introducing tearing, even on G-Sync. So I had to limit it to like 160. And when I capped all my frames to 160, then it actually ran perfectly smooth and fine. So it's kind of weird. So if you are playing in super high frame rates and you get tearing on a G-Sync, just if you're hitting the cap of what your monitor is capable of doing, the very top end of the frames, you might start to introduce tearing. But not like it matters. I mean, how many games are you going to play that's 160? But interesting thing. I'm just glad I solved it. You should use DLSS 240 to 1440. Works perfect. Be perfect. You can see every pixel that is out of place. Well, that was the thing is, Monster Hunter just has a DLSS button. There's no, like a lot of the other ones, you can have like settings for what type of DLSS you want to use. This is literally just turn it on. I don't know what level it's using that, but when I turned it on, it felt blocky. It just didn't, the text and everything was perfectly fine. Everything else it just didn't look right. And originally I turned it on just to see how it would work, but it didn't matter. Why would I need to, when I could run it with everything cranked at 110 frames per second on my standard resolution? Why do I need to do that? So I just turned it off. If doing a game where I'm only getting 60 or something, which even 60, that might be a lot, but when you're used to running in the 90 to 110 something range, it feels like you're going like at a low frame rate. Only game I really didn't see a big difference on, though I didn't try DLSS because you have to have it at 4K to do that, was Final Fantasy 15. I had some of the settings turned down and I had the game running at about 60 something frames before. And now I can get about 90. Sometimes. It just depends. Not like it matters. I'm done playing that game now. They probably didn't update their system to DLSS 2.0. So it is the same problem it used to have. Maybe. Actually, I could see that being the thing. The only reason I tried it today was because NVIDIA had their big announcement, not big announcement, but announcement today, and it had Monster Hunter World listed as a DLS game. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't think to try that. And so that's why I went and tried it. And yeah, I wasn't impressed. But but that's fine. I don't care about DLSS. If I had 4K, maybe. I don't. So I'm not going to care. I don't even care about ray tracing. The only reason I wanted a 3080 was it was a boost from my 1080 Ti, and there were some other features on there that I wanted to give a shot. I do want to get either a 3060 Ti or a 3060 to put in the stream PC for two reasons. One, for RTX, the audio, like the bit sort of cut out all background noises. So like my little mouse clicks and everything would just be gone. It works surprisingly well. And the other one is so that I can record both this screen, this one, and the actual video on my monitor on two separate video streams. Right now, my CPU is not going to handle encoding two video streams like that. But if I had a video card, I could use the NVENC encoder for one and the CPU encoder in the other. And therefore, I would be offloading it separately, and I could record both video streams completely. So that if we wanted to make a highlight, but say Mike is doing something funny because he's Michael, or we're doing something that's not like right now, where we're not actually like, I'm not doing anything on the screen, that it's not something that is up here in a corner but we can actually go and derive the entire video in 1080. But I just can't do it with my current setup. And I have right here, this is my 1080 Ti. I've been considering just throwing this in temporarily until I get one, but the intent is to give this to my nephew, because he doesn't have a graphics card. He's running integrated graphics. So I want to get this to him at some point, but I could use it temporarily until I get that. The stream stuff depends on VRAM or GPU cores. Seems that 3060 will have less cores, but 12 gig. Oh no, for encoding video like that, I'm not going to be using the graphics card for anything other than encoding and RTX voice, which means there is nothing I'd have to worry about. The CPU would still be running the main video if it's integrated graphics. So it wouldn't have any problems. NVENC is amazingly efficient because it's fine. If it ends up being that I have to run all the video through it, sure, whatever, because it means it's already processing it. But it's just one CPU doing both, because right now my CPU is running at 50%. I don't have a fancy CPU in my stream PC. It's a 10400, so it would have worked better if I got a higher core count CPU, but I would have also paid double. And I was trying to go cheapish because I didn't want to blow a bunch of money on something that just kind of did minor stuff on the side. So I thought about getting a new CPU for my main computer. I have a 9700K. I wanted to get a 5900X. I decided to pass on that because we're expecting next year to have DDR5 and a new AM5 socket available. And so I'm holding off doing any upgrades to that part of the PC involving motherboard until that point. So I'm not doing a double upgrade. And I probably just, for many people, was like, sorry about that. But I like computer stuff. Hello, Sunset. Hello, Hexic. But yeah, so that's kind of my intent right now. My intent right now for how I kind of want to go forward with some stuff. And the 3060 is supposed to be 320. I thought they were going to announce the 3050 today. They didn't, and so it just depends. I'll have to see. If I can put that in temporarily, then there's no rush, but I would like to get it to my nephew. I just do not think his computer is going to be able to hold that thing, because I thought the 3080 was going to be big. My old 1080 Ti is bigger. Like, that thing's a honker. And yeah, it's, and also the NVENC encoder on the old, 10 series graphics cards is not as good as the 20 and not as good as the 30. Or therefore not as good as the 30. So the 30 series would probably do much better encoding. I don't think I'm going to care very much. I'm running these streams at 4500 bitrate. That's super low bitrate. But it's because there's not much stuff changing. But yeah, anyways. I digress.
You did it.
So this is, I think this needs to actually be kept longer. Okay, so a little too long. Oh, actually, there is one question that I had for everybody that is here. So there is, or I am working on so like I brought up before that I'm bringing on an editor and potentially other people in the future for paid positions, probably contract, to help out with certain things, to offload certain aspects of the work so I can focus on other things. To do such, I'm actually going to apply to like for an LLC to actually like allow me to do that in an official sense, but I'm having difficulties figuring out what to call it. It probably wouldn't be like a forward-facing thing, but I'm still means something. And I don't know what to do for a name. It's going to be something either media or something productions. Don't care which. Whichever works better with whatever name is picked. But I do not know what to pick. And the 3060 it's a weaker than the TI, but it's $80 cheaper. That's why. It was just announced today, so there is some information out there now. But yeah, so I'm kind of confused because I have a list here of a ton of different names that I've went through, and almost every one of them is taken. Some of them are stupid, like Pew Pew. That's taken. Pew Pew Productions is an actual thing. Burnt Toast Media. That is taken. Boop the Snoop Media. No, I'm trying. So some of the things in regards to it is I'm trying to keep it non-fandom focused from a distant view. So having it be like Rainbow Dash Productions, for one, that is somebody's IP. Can't do that. But also I would rather be more generalized because I want to do more under the name than just MLP. I want to do a lot of other stuff, and I don't want to have that locked as a thing. I've been literally for the last 2 weeks, I've been unable to figure out Argo and the Argonauts Productions. Argo Productions, already a thing. Argo Media, already a thing. Damon Media and Damon Productions, already a thing. What were some of the others? Fireside Media, that was from a discussion, some of the friends, already taken. Blue Wing Media, that one's already taken. And Blue Wing Productions, and Blue Wing Media Productions. I would rather not be confused. Arco Arcade? Well, what would arcade mean? That's the thing is, I don't want to also pick a name that is going to imply certain things about what I would do. Sometimes I've had other names that I've thought of, but then it feels like that what is being made under there is fitting something specific. Argo Games Company, but that implies games. So that's where I want to keep it Odyssey Media. I can almost guarantee you that's taken. And company names are restricted by your state, at least in the United States. So I could make one if it's not filed within the Minnesota jurisdiction. But being that only 30% of my audience is in the United States and it's spread all over, I don't want to have anything that would just be confusing. So I'm trying to find something unique. Currently, the one that I am kind of leaning towards because it's available and it is kind of middle ground, was Missing Asset. Either Missing Asset Production or Missing Asset Media. Argoductions. I don't know if that would work because the media and productions is an important part for identifying what you do. So I thought about doing something like that because Missing Asset, it's something that I kind of run into for this. It sounds like an error. I know it does. And it then is middle ground. It includes the things that I do, but also things that I want to do in the future. So I felt like it works. I just don't feel it rolls off the tongue as much as I'd want it to. Because I was hoping for a 2-syllable and then a single syllable. But this is a 2-syllable. But that's why I'm leaning towards that one. I just don't know if anybody else had any other ideas. The problem is I'm always like, ooh, that's a good one. What was one of them? Well, Rocket Media. That one obviously was going to be taken. Mountain Media. I had a bunch of them I tried earlier and I didn't even write down that I was like, oh, that one sounds good. And then I'm like, holy crap, why is that a name? Why did Skywing? Because I like wing. I like the word. Skywing taken. I just was so confused. So I'm working on it. But if anybody has any ideas, just let me know. Because even if it's just generalities, because it could maybe help me pick a direction to go. My brain is at this point saturated within one area, and it's having difficulties moving itself out of that area, because it's like when you get an idea, you're putting a chisel into the granite, and eventually you just start digging a hole and you can't get out of it. Demon media. But again, I don't want to confuse myself with other groups. So that's I've thought about doing some acronyms, but those always make it sound unprofessional and sketchy when it's like LRH. So so I haven't actually made anything yet. So if you wanted to throw pizza in, I just didn't want to make it like an hour before you came home. So it's preheating, but it's nothing in there. You don't have any ideas? Sorry. I've had so many ideas. Like literally, there's this like big sticky note, and none of them. Yeah. I think the missing asset I came up with, I think 2 weeks ago, and I do not like the idea of when you're trying to figure out something that you go with the first one that comes to mind. I want to come up with a bunch and then narrow that list down. Like, for instance, do I still have it? Maybe I don't. I swore I'd have to dig it out, but I have the original list for Remembrance. When we were trying to figure out the name for that, we had a list of probably like 20 different things that all people came up with on the stream. I thought a lost asset too, but I don't know how that doesn't sound as it doesn't reference as much to it. And it's also then marketing wise, what can you do with the name? Is it something that you were able to produce a logo or an identity to? Some of the ones I came up with, it sounded okay, but then there was no identity to it, or nothing to do with the name. And so, especially when you're in a visual medium like YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, so I'm not sure, but I just need outside ideas. And again, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to assign that name to anything directly, but it matters in the background to me. So yeah, that's why I've been putting off doing that, but I need to get it figured out in the next like week, because I want to get like the financial side of stuff figured out by the end of the month, so the editor can start actually doing stuff. And I've talked with them, and they're on board and ready. So yeah. Anyways, don't forget your headset. So this is I'm going to skip the first sound because I think I can go right from what he's looking like to the next one. It's like a lawnmower. And I got you guys all thinking hard. Just, man, I've spent forever today on this. I would rock around and just look at stuff and try to get inspiration for things, and I let my mind wander in any direction. I couldn't. I was having such luck. So it's such bad luck. I can't believe it's not Anime Productions. That is actually kind of funny. I do like that. It probably wouldn't work. I like Two Word because they're easy to work with, whatever. But that is like, I just want to see like was it Fabio? But we'd use the guy from like He-Man, and you'd just be holding margarine. That would work. I don't like how that brings that mouth up. Huh? Well, yeah.
By next week.
Yeah, it's well, you weren't here, so we had to replace you.
I wish to move this
oh
so that I don't accidentally spill soda on it. Oh, so darn.
no, Chicken is always the replacement for if you're not here. Do you need me to move him? I know he can get aggressive.
He's bad chicken.
He's good. He's not a bad chicken. He's a delicious chicken.
An evil chicken. We could eat him.
He had to get a little like pad for sitting on because
Special.
yeah, he's got bunions. There, we'll make him look creepy around the corner at you.
This is stairs like you stole my seat.
He's wanting to fall over. No, like chicken. There. How's that, Michael?
It's appropriately creepy for him.
You can't see it, but yeah, he's just kind of like half looking around the corner. Hello. Oh, hello, chicken replacement. You are chicken replacement.
Oh boy.
Did you plug it in?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice a drop. Anyways.
I always have to wear it a little off my ears because it's always kind of loud. Should move this. There we go.
It's loud.
The headset. Is he saying uncle?
Uncle. Monkey's uncle.
It is uncle.
Monkey's uncle. Monkey's uncle.
So glad I can hear it now. I was missing so much. He's a fan of Ozzy. Black Sabbath forever.
Yeah, this sounds like Black Sabbath lyrics.
I mean, he does look like he's a member. He's not goth. He's pretty goth. He's not dolphin goth, but he's
Dolphin goth?
Yeah.
What is dolphin goth?
Where you wear a giant dolphin head.
Oh yeah, because that was your goth
that was my
costume.
It's really goth.
You were
Beyond goth. Second level.
I can't believe it's not goth. Actually, we just had a talk about that. So this needs to go a little bit forward. I think right before here, I'm going to have to actually shut it a bit more. As I thought, I'd have to go in here. Oops. Do more open and more close.
Soda is so flat.
Hmm?
And soda's flat. Still tastes good.
It was the last of the bottle, isn't it? Yeah, that lasts a little bit, so he's gonna go flat real quick. Mine's almost at that point too.
So tasty.
I'm probably gonna have to just leave it at that for now. Try to do some lip syncing because that's most of what I have left requires lip syncing before we go forward with anything.
You were talking about company names.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Boop the Snoop Media. Sounds pretty good.
Nope.
What?
No.
You want to be Boop Media?
No. That's actually been recommended here and other places too. But
It's
the
like
problem
calling
is
to you.
Let's see if it's taken. Oh, it's taken.
What, by Facebook?
Boopmedia.com. No, that is surprising. The amount of
Snoot. I bet Snoot Boop Media isn't taken.
No, but that sounds stupid. Like I have standards. Like it's no, there's No, I like some of the ones I checked. Pew Pew Productions is already a company. Hot Dish Media exists.
That's fine. Both of those were bad.
Burnt Toast Media, that's a thing.
I actually like that one.
Yeah, but I can't because it already exists.
Well, we should beat them up and take it.
Just
That's how it worked, right?
like let's Raw Toast Media. Yeah, I have a bunch here, and this is only about half of the ones I've come up with, and every time I just go Google it, and it's like, nope.
Have you thought about maybe like Rooster Teeth? No one's got that around yet, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's taken. I don't think about Argo. If you do not mind sharing, what is the story behind the name? So the name is from. So the whole story behind like the Argo Daemon name was, I think I've had it now for.
I know. I have bird one. You have a chicken you like, and you have a dolphin you like. What if you can combine the two? Chicken of the sea. Nobody's got that, right?
Nope. I've thought about some dolphins. So I've had the name since about early 2006. So that's like what? Wow, that's like 15 years. Holy crap.
I've had my name longer. I win.
So before that I had other names that I'd used, but I was trying to at the time figure out, it was about the time that Xbox 360 came a thing, that I was trying to find out a more an identity to use online that was a more consistent use. And I hate numbers and names. I don't like the just numbers that are attached to the end. So which means that if I wanted to have something that was just a word, it would have to be something that was unique, and I wouldn't have to worry about conflicting with ever in the future. And so I was trying to find something to use, kind of similar to what we're doing here. And it ended up being at the time I was playing Oblivion on the 360, and it was not long after it came out. That's why I remember it was brought out that time. And I was playing as an Argonian, and there was the daemons in there, and I just started mixing things together in the things that I was doing at the time, and that is how the name came about. I've just stuck with it because it was for a long time identifiable. It was never anywhere else. Problem is then you go and make a YouTube account that has a lot of followers, and now that name is used in a couple places without it being me, which then makes it a little bit more difficult. Not often. I went and when my channel started growing, I went and started locking down accounts in some places. So I don't remember the logins for some places. I just made accounts just to make sure that the name wasn't sniped. But like I think Reddit I have an account on, but I have no idea how to access it. That's fine. I don't need it.
I made my name for much the same reason. I use that name much for the same reason because nobody else uses tail at all.
Yeah, because it's mixed a bunch of stuff together.
It's just it's a mess.
But why not Aggro Demon for a company name? Because that just sounds so edgy. And again, I've been trying to think about how you can use that in branding, and I don't want to have a name that implies something like evil or.
It's just called Evil Lizard Productions.
No,
so cool.
Because Evil Lizard doesn't. That's Evil Lizard. Like, how do you like be like? Would you like to work with Evil Lizard Productions?
Yes.
No.
Who doesn't want to work for an evil lizard? It's like the gecko.
No, they already do that. It's called Facebook.
I like evil lizard.
Well, that aggro part works well for the market side. Aggro, yeah, well, Argo kind of, but Argo's taken all over the place. Aggro, not that still has difficulties in how to utilize. Tossing out half the current ideas. Moop. No booping. No, Moopbedia.
Yes.
That actually, I had to read that a couple times. Well, it's also like if you do a tongue twister like that, and then you tell somebody the name of your place, they're going to have difficulty remembering it off the top of their head. So if you say something like that, they're going to interpret it as Moop Media, not Moopbedia or Boop Media, and they're going to then search for it or find it wrong or type it wrong, and you're just going to confuse people. So
see, he wants to.
I want to work for Evil Lizard.
Yes.
I've tried to think about like something like that because that's what Rooster Teeth did. It was cockbite, and then they just went and made Rooster Teeth from it. So, and I'm trying to think of what's inside jokes, what's things that I've done that are popular that I could make a name from, and I have not been able to find anything because I like jumping around. So, but yeah, Argo not demon, no. I think I need to do like is it O? Yeah.
I typed in evil lizard, and I just got a lot of conspiracy theories about lizard people.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But we are lizard people.
Or, maybe one, that one, maybe evil lizard don't work, but we could do something similar. How about like Bad Dragon?
Yeah, that's roughly the same thing, right? We can do that. We can be Bad Dragon, you and me, together.
You know that already exists, right?
Yeah.
Okay. you know we're not doing it together. That is a solo art. Don't look that up. I said Found Productions.
Source Horse Media.
Crap on a Rock Productions. Core.
Appealing.
Well, okay, and do you know that when you apply for a company, so the place that I'd probably be going through, they usually call you to clarify a lot of information. And if somebody calls me back and is like, "So you're going with Crap on a Rock," and I'd be like, "Yes," and they'd be like, "Why?" And then, well, actually, can I put crap in the name of a company? I don't know. Poop on a rock.
Poop.
Rock poop.
You can call a company whatever you want.
You can call it excrement on a geological object productions.
I gotta get that pizza. Crap on a Cracker Media.
Crap on a cracker.
Yeah.
One of my favorite phrases that one of my friends used to say was, Christ on a cracker.
Like the PG version of Crap on a Cracker.
Well, no, he would just we were playing a game one day and he just literally screams out loud, like after being aggravated and annoyed by something, Christ on a cracker. And
Channeling his mother.
it was so funny. Like, I don't know where it came from. He just it felt like he wanted to yell something and didn't know what to yell, and everything got merged into one. The mighty poop rock. Why? Because I created my company in the bathroom. I'm getting the point of I'm just gonna have to go with something, but I don't want to. I want to find something that I can look up and it is available, not just from a Minnesota jurisdiction, but from a global, not to be confused with other things. So that's where it gets messy.
You did it. I knew.
I like Source Horse. Source Horse.
Source Horse?
Yes, Source Horse Media.
That actually is kind of that's actually kind of neat. I'm gonna write it down. I really don't want to stick with anything related to horse.
Yeah, but that's because you're just self-hating.
Sure. There's some on here that they're available, but I really wouldn't want to go with. But I'm keeping them on the list because it's not never throw out ideas. All right. Alexander wants you to do you are very angry for being called chicken replacement and you will destroy the planet.
I will.
Is that the impression?
Chicken. Yes. This is me being incredibly angry. I will chicken nuggets for days. Chicken nuggets for days.
I love how you're way far away, so I moved a little closer, and then you just get even closer than that.
Well, you clearly wanted it closer.
No, that's the hand distance.
I'm all the way back here.
What you do this, but then you got this. Yes, there you go.
All right. Anger. I am full of rage. Look at me go.
Huh?
Grrr.
Wait.
My anger face.
That was like a poop face.
It's my
But
anger face is...
okay, you can't smile though. You can't smile. You got to be
I'm not smiling.
full anger. That's not anger.
Chicken. It's what's for dinner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stop and do that chicken neck. What? Oh yeah. Kool-Aid.
Okay, you're done.
Okay.
I like you stab it to a chicken neck.
Yes. Was I adequately angry? I am always full of rage.
Better. If you ever channel your inner who is that did that? Who is it that did the Slim Jim guy stuff?
Macho Man.
Macho Man. That's what it is. Yeah, you're just channeling your inner Macho Man.
I knew.
He's got to be snapping into something. That Macho Man. That silly Macho Man.
No, that's Village People.
He was one of the Village People, right? Pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Macho Man.
You know,
Randy Savage.
we had a talk earlier today about some stuff, and like nobody really, I think, really got what I was talking about because it was an older thing, and so nobody probably even knows the Slim Jim Macho Man Randy Savage commercials. Like, if you don't know what we're talking about, just Google Macho Man Randy Savage Slim Jim, because like Kool-Aid Man is not where that originally came from.
Kool-Aid Man just runs around committing like horrible acts of property damage. Millions of dollars a year in property damage just to give people Kool-Aid. It's horrible. So I'm gonna go cut up some pizza. Do you want some?
Sure. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kay. You want pizza? Well, I would share if I could. I old enough to be a fan of the Von Erichs, the Claw. Von Erichs. What is Von Erichs? That one I don't know. Like, when I think wrestling, like, I watched a lot of Virtual Pizza. Yeah. When I was in I watched a lot of WWF back when it was WWF, back in early 2000, like 2000 through 2003 maybe, because I graduated in 2003. And that was a high time for wrestling. That was some pretty cool stuff. Hello, Kite. Let me stupid face. Let me just do a couple things here because I don't want to like lose what I'm doing or the area I'm working in. Oh. You did. What's with this?
It's half a pizza.
But you're cutting.
Like it's look. Some pieces are larger and smaller than others.
Okay, look at this. This is Michael's cutting of pizza. You got one little piece, and then a bigger piece, and then an even bigger piece.
It's progressive, so you get happier with each piece.
But what if I start with the big piece?
Well, then you're going to get sadder with each piece, and you'll have brought it on yourself.
What if I go with the big piece, then the little piece, and then this middle piece?
Well, then you'll be brought to a moment of zen, which you will finally achieve true euphoria.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I can't even trust you with a freaking pizza cutter. A true pie chart, yes. All right. Is this just cheese pizza?
I know, I just grabbed out whichever one was on top.
You're the one on the bottom, though.
Mm-hmm. It might be. I'll have to look at the box.
Why'd you buy cheese pizza?
Ask me why I do anything is just a time-consuming endeavor. Whoa. Happening. Oh, stupid face.
Hi, cuts. My name is Trixie. Oh, that's even worse when you got like a black eye.
She's Trixie the tortoise.
Trixie the turtle.
I...
This is getting into like some Five Nights at Freddy's type thing. Hippo Trixie confirmed? Yes. She's a burb.
How did you start streaming?
5.
Did it.
Really aiming to get this
I
one
knew
done.
I could count.
There you go. I might just go under like creepy, but
I think you should leave it. Totally fits the tone.
I think that's right there that I left it. That's good. 5 Days of Freddy's mod material. So I was watching the NVIDIA the CES announcement today, and everybody in chat just kept spamming FNAF over and over and over again. Like, just show us Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's, constantly. And they were being annoying, and they were like, people saying, we don't give a crap. Show us Five Nights at Freddy's. And eventually they showed this small little trailer that just showed some RTX that was running in the new game that's going to be coming out for him. And then people were like, yay. And then for the rest of the stream, people coming in after it had been premiered all started just streaming, show us Five Nights at Freddy's. We don't care about anything else. That is not a community I want to be a part of, because that just, everybody sounds like, just, like, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
I didn't even realize they were still making that. Like, if it kind of come and gone.
Still making them. Yeah, that was all the chat was. It was ridiculous. It was just Five Nights at Freddy's. And, what else was it? I mean, they had a lot of other stuff they showed. Nothing really all that interesting. They announced the 3060 and non-TI, but just a 3060, and their mobile set of processors. That's it. And a couple of games that are having RTX or DLSS added. It just seemed I'm thinking that this large community probably got the information out there that some trailer was going to be shown, and therefore a lot of the audience that was brought in was because of such information being presented to that group, and so they ended up making up a large portion of their group because of that group getting that announcement compared to fans of a different game that might have gotten it not getting such. So that probably is why, but they have a lot of stuff to cover. They're not going to make an NVIDIA announcement and focus only on a single game. And even then, all it was a camera scroll through of a couple halls. No animation of anything moving, nothing. Just some halls. Just to show that it has, hey, RTX.
Isn't the appeal of Five Nights at Freddy's so much not playing the game, but watching other people play the game?
I think to a degree.
Let's players.
Well, yeah, and then people, like, kind of like with Pony, where people probably absorbed more of the community-made content than the actual show. To where there's tons of people making Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Like,
but there's probably more
for
fan
instance,
content at this point than there is actual show content.
I'm gonna open up the workshop here, and we're gonna see how many pages do I have to go on this Source Filmmaker's new release page before I do not see a Five Nights at Freddy's something.
Do not see Five Nights at Freddy's.
There's one right there. So okay, we got 2 on this page at least. So now, okay, we got another next page. Oh, there. Okay, there's another one. So that's 2 pages. And there's another one right there. There's another one. There's 3 pages then.
Disappointed by the lack of horses.
I didn't even check this. I was assuming that this was going to happen.
There's a hippo Five Nights.
Okay, yep. There's another Five Nights at Freddy's. So there's another one.
There's 2 more.
That's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going on that page.
There's another one. One. There's a couple.
Oh, there's another one.
Yep.
Okay, I've got another page.
These are just like retake. They're just the
that's
same
all it is. Oh, there's another one.
Over and over again.
This one
is like color them different.
VR version. Okay,
they
so we're gonna know.
Be used in VR. That doesn't make sense.
That's Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so we're good on that page.
Ouija, he's so happy. No, you passed one.
Oh wait, there's one right there too. Okay. So we gotta go on that. Is that Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh no, that's something else. That's Hell of a Boss.
I gotta watch the new one.
There's another one.
No, there's one on that page. Oh, right. I'm pretty sure that's Five Nights.
This one?
No, the one next to it.
This one?
Isn't it?
Five Nights at FNATI? Maybe. A mascot boy. Okay, yep, that's probably. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. There's one right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
another one there.
So we're 11 pages in, and so it's just there's a ton of fan-made stuff in regards to it, and I have no problem with people being a part of the fandom.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what people do. I'm in a unique fandom too, so but it's just that some of these just seem like such copy paste.
A lot of them appear to just be retextures of the same model like 10 times.
Some of these are original. Some people have actually made fully original characters. And another one, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. The amount that are there is ridiculous.
I did buy a cheese pizza. It's just a 5 cheese pizza. Whoops. Now I'm gonna go like mad for meat later.
There's chicken in there.
Yeah, well, the one piece that you won't eat, that's your chicken. That was always your chicken.
You eat your chicken.
I'm not even hungry right now. I mean, the pizza was food.
You did it.
I just might start like tearing flesh.
Knew I could.
Just attacking people in the street.
Oh, so it's I knew I, so that makes this easy. Boom.
Knew I could.
That's the thing about the pony.
I bet it was 13. How far do we get?
Like, yeah, they got like 13 pages. And then it was just like, there's.
I could keep going.
Yeah, you could. That's definitely Five Nights.
Mm-hmm. I will admit, though, we went further than I thought we would get.
Oh, I'm not seeing like.
Nope, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh darn it! So
It's
close.
a tape holder, but it is a Five Nights at
Five
Freddy's.
Nights at Freddy's. What? A tape holder?
You're not eating, so,
So weird.
we'll see how long we can play this game until I'm done eating.
Oh, there's one. No, there's a couple things. Five Nights. Pretty sure those Paw Patrol are Five Nights at Freddy. Yeah. Oh, right there, that bunny.
All right.
Oh, there's another one right there. Or right off the bat. One. It's ridiculous. There's Scrap Trap.
Remember,
One of the newer ones.
MLP has more models than this. It's just that this is a different medium.
I feel like MLP made one model for each character, though. And then people were like, oh yeah, we got it, we're good. And they moved on. This is like the same 5 characters over and over and over again.
Some of these have been audio or other things too, though. Here we go. I feel like, oh wait,
Do we finally get to a page that doesn't have? No. Did it?
nope, right here.
Oh no. Failed.
It's closed.
Mm-hmm. Nope, right there.
Where are these from? Oh, World of Warcraft. Yeah. Where? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other one. Oh, right there. Page.
No.
Something else. Oh no, that's definitely fine. Yep.
Oh my god. That was with you though. I was thinking like a dozen.
No, it's far worse. Yep, definitely fine. Oh, right there. Screams at you. I don't know what.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. Top is
I think this might be it.
I do it. 3.
Animal Crossing, that's pretty close.
Yeah, we have Animal Crossing and Five Nights are pretty much the same game.
I think we did it.
We did it. Huzzah.
I'm actually at the point now that like,
You're surprised it's not there?
yeah, like I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's impossible. That's all this medium's for anymore. It's Five Nights at Freddy models. Or read textures of the same model 20 times.
But okay, so if I go to the previous page, okay, so it was still a little bit from there. So, okay, so like how far to the next page does it end up running into one? The next one.
Very next one, yeah.
All right, so it just barely passed it. So, all right, so it took until page 34 to find a full page that didn't have Five Nights at Freddy's, which again is fine. But how much content is there to work from?
There's not really a lot.
Yeah, but again, I'm also speaking from an outsider. I don't know the fandom. I don't know how the way that they use stuff. So
I played the first 2 games, and that was it.
Thanks for the subscription, Trevor. Trevor. Very appreciate it. We did it. Oh wait, here we go.
Oh, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it.
Did it.
No, it is pretty ridiculous. But again, if I were to go to the MLP site, MLP has way more models, but their main location has been DeviantArt or Pony SFM because, well, for 2 reasons. One, when the models were starting to be created, Workshop didn't exist as a platform to add stuff to your bit, so people got used to that. And 2, it is a location that you're just going to be trolled. There's a reason that like you don't see much MLP stuff on there. I would see people go into the workshop and place their OC. For what? Who the hell is looking for some random person's OC? Probably not often. If they're a popular YouTuber, sure, there might be a need for it. But when somebody just puts their thing on there and then they get aggressive about how people can utilize it, nobody actually wants it. There's no market for it. If people are looking for background characters, it would be safer and easier than to just recolor your own to anything that you need. So it just doesn't make any sense. And then you go put it on a public platform like that. You're just asking for people to leave negative comments.
Oh yeah, that statue I made a Dex for Fallout 4, where he's surrounded by his favorite characters
on
on
the
the
workshop?
holding up. I put it up on the Nexus.
Why?
Because I thought it would. I was like, I put a lot of work into this. If anybody wants it, bam, there it is. And it's been downloaded like a few hundred times. But the moderators on the site actually had to stop all comments in the chat for that download because it got toxic.
If you're doing if you're leaving content in a MLP focused medium,
Yeah,
sure, but not if you're not. You are going to receive those kind of comments, and you have to be expecting it and to be understanding of it.
Oh yeah, it didn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, but there are people that get angry about it, and then they're like, "Why does everybody have to be like this?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, if you walked into a place that with a controversial opinion on something, and it might seem weird to say that about MLP, but if you do that, you have to assume that people are going to be assholes. It's the internet. I've gotten plenty of comments on my stuff because I've made Monster Hunter stuff that my MLP stuff will be recommended to people that they're not even subscribed, but it's recommended to people that watch Monster Hunter stuff. And I've gotten some nasty comments from people, and I can either choose to have individual comments affect me, or I have to ignore it because it's just the nature of the game. But when you literally post something in a place like that, you're going to get negative comments. MLP stuff, and I don't.
You know, I kind of the messed up part about that's a horse.
So like here, I mean, not to say anything wrong about OCs, but let's say somebody does put their OC on here. Who the fuck is going to use OCs in SFM? Are you retarded? What even? We don't need this. I don't see what people. Oh, that's something else. Effing garbage. Stop. Look, can you put your OCs in a different place, like pony themed SFM mod sites on the internet, and not here? So, and they are not wrong. If I
mean, they can just not care and move
they can
on
not
with their
care,
lives.
but it's
like the whole thing with the statue when people started fighting online about like getting all upset and arguing about whether or not it was cool. Like I just sat back and watched and like, what a pretty fire.
And are they being assholes? Yes, the people that are leaving those comments are being assholes. Yeah. But you putting yourself in a position to bring that about doesn't mean that like you can't just throw something out there and then assume that everybody now has to accept it and only leave positive comments.
No, but it creates such a pretty fire.
Yeah, well, I know, and you love your mayhem.
I do love mayhem. Mayhem is entertaining.
Did you find this Freddy's in Steam Workshop? No. What did it cost? 34 pages. Yes. But yeah, so that's why like I had somebody once before ask about putting they wanted to put some of my stuff on the workshop, like my certain like resources that were available, and I said no. Well, they assumed I was apparently going to say yes, and everything was already uploaded, and then they had to delete it. For one, you don't ask permission after doing something. If you're doing it at that point, then you're trying to get somebody to recognize that you did something for them. You're not doing it to actually help anybody. And so they had to take it down. And because all it was going to do was bring more hatred from me because I was opening up an avenue to a location that wasn't specific to such. If I have a resource that is outside of that stuff, I feel more comfortable doing it. But most of the stuff isn't. And so it's the reason I don't advertise tutorials on public forums for stuff. It just isn't worth it. I like doing what I do and let people spread stuff around, but I don't want to do it myself because of that stuff. was gonna say something else about that. But yeah, that bugged me a little bit. Stupid face.
I just laugh and think to myself like, look at these people. They got nothing better to do than to complain about a horse that they saw on the internet. How entertaining.
Can I do?
Hello.
Hello, purple.
But that name is orange.
It's random for people.
I'm scared. Watching him animate makes
Hi,
me
my
not
name is Sombra.
Oh, his nose got punched.
Crystals.
That's exactly his voice. Oh, let's go. Oh, no.
He's like,
He's Jimmy Durante.
he's like,
Kids, do you know who Jimmy Durante was?
no.
No. That's even before my generation. It's like my grandparents, the only reason I know who that is. He got such a big nose. His nose is taken over. He's so happy.
Yeah. Boingy boing. Actually, this kind of reminds me of like some Phantom of the Opera or something.
Yes. He's definitely got
Well,
that.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
He's
It's
definitely
like,
got a vibe.
yeah, he's like he's wearing Vive or he's wearing VR. But you can do like he's like Phantom of the Opera. He's like, nighttime darkens, heightens each sensation.
You want to know something? I used to listen to Phantom of the Opera music all the time. I've never actually seen it.
Imagination.
I've never seen Phantom of the Opera.
Silently the senses
You've watched a lot.
abandon their defenses. I love that movie. I've watched it so many times.
I've never seen it.
I only have like 2 ripped videos or movies on my computer, and it is Speed Racer and Phantom of the Opera 2000.
I've never seen Speed Racer.
It's so good.
I'll have to watch it sometime.
Uh,
I'm always up for stuff like that.
I
I just don't like watching movies by myself.
but now I have to like rent it or something because I thought I have a good version of it, but then I actually went and watched it, and it's really
I've
really
heard
bad.
a couple people actually bring up Speed Racer as one of those movies that you have to see. Like, you're not the only person I've heard that from.
For what?
Speed Racer.
It's just from a cinematic standpoint, it's just so good.
It was made by the same 2 people who made The Matrix, I think.
Actually, I think
And V for Vendetta.
I
Those
think
are all
you
the
are.
same people.
I think you are right. I mean, I can't really
And
play the video
V
here,
for
but
Vendetta is my favorite movie of all time. So it would be kind of cool if your favorite movie of all time was made by the same person who made my favorite movie of all time. But you could check like the way.
The monkey. Yeah, probably. No, and they had John Goodman.
It's always good.
It's the graphics were cheap, but in a way that fit with the original, and it was just and even the acting I didn't think was all that good, but I loved the cinematography for the movie and the colors, and it was just like, I don't know, like it felt like a cartoon. It felt unreal, and it was good. It's still one of my favorite movies.
Was V for Vendetta also the Wachowski brothers?
Because
I know they did The Matrix.
Yeah, I thought it was the Wachowski brothers. I don't know. It's just, if you want a good
Sisters, yeah.
a good movie to watch, like good cinematic movie, it's just like these cuts that was like from the cartoon. It was just super super cool how they did this stuff. I highly recommend watching it. This is my streams are larger than this, and by far. I mean, it's 800 megabytes for the full movie. But again, I probably downloaded this like 2008.
Well, they make good movies. They're just incredibly talented people. I mean, The Matrix is wonderful. Speed Racer is apparently wonderful. I'd love to be for Vendetta. Like, they just make good movies.
And going back to the Sunset, you're talking about Phantom of the Opera. I have been to see the Broadway production of it when they were in town in Minnesota, where I am. So I did go see not just a production, but the actual Broadway production that was on the road, and it was fantastic. It was definitely a joy to go and see. I wish I would have had closer tickets. We were about midway back, but it was definitely one of those things that I really wish that I could have been like up there to watch.
Yeah, the only Broadway play I ever been to was Hamilton, and I was like in the back, the very back, and it was still like $200 a seat.
It wasn't those. But yeah, Phantom of the Opera, the movie is good. The 2000 movie is good, but what makes the movie good is the music. And all the music from there is the exact same music that's played on the Broadway show and everything, almost like word for word on some parts. I was expecting to be older fashioned, but the newer versions of it are just good. Like I normally don't put movies in the background, but that is a movie I can just put in the background because I will just listen to the certain music portions played. And the music is great. It's in Andrew Lloyd Webber was brilliant with the writing of that. Voice impressions. Blur wants to do Optimus Prime, and if you don't know who that is, he's gonna scream. Okay,
well, I have to assume Optimus Prime, if I remember correctly, he's one of those robot trucks, right? He's a robot truck.
Yeah, I think he's his leader is Bumblebee.
Okay,
Bumblebee, I think, is the leader of that group.
He's a truck who's led by a bee.
Yep, sounds right.
That sounds right. So I'm assuming he talks like a trucker because he's a truck. So he's like, "Oh yeah," it's like just like, Autobots, y'all done roll out. Y'all done roll out there, and like I'm gonna follow the bee. Like that's.
Are you doing Boomhauer Optimus Prime?
Well, he's a trucker. He's like, I got my trucker hat and my bee leader, and I'll roll out Autobots. So, yay.
God damn, like, being like bad and get that test right.
And sting you, and then you die, and then I go,
wah.
So, yeah, that's Optimus Prime.
I know Optimus is the leader. I just knew it would bother you. I gotta put a little bit more.
I'm pretty sure that was Optimus Prime, right? I think I nailed it.
Oh yeah, I couldn't. I mean, really, if you were to say like who are you doing an impression of, I would be like somebody having a seizure. But second would be.
But he's a robot, so he's like, oh yeah, beep boop, and gotta follow them.
00110.
Gotta roll out and get a zero and beeps and boops and downloading and shutting down.
Beep, I say beep.
Booting up. Just like, be like, we gotta roll out updating. He shuts down. You gotta update.
Could.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like a facial bit for him that it matches as close enough, and then I can just grab it. More O. You did nail it. Have a nice dream. Oh, thank you, Epic. Oh, another voice impression from Joseph. Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
All right. Well, we got a bug.
Scorpion from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, he's a bug, right? Scorpion. Scorpions are bugs.
Well, scorpions are bugs, but that's like saying that you are a Mike.
I am. I don't understand the confusion. I am indeed a Mike, and Scorpion is a bug. So let's see. He's got like he's all like, get over here. I'm almost sting you with my pincers. Because he got a stinger and pincers. He stings them with the pincers. That's the Scorpion's work.
Remember how I say that you like start with something simple and then you go into Wikipedia describing it visually?
It's this thing. I got my carapace and I'm gonna, you get over here and check out my shiny like bug body. Like, get over here. It's like also just transformed into Macho Man again. It's like, get over here and snap into a Slim Jim.
Is that how all your voice impressions are?
It all turns into this.
It all just turns into.
It's just man. Trucker Man Macho. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get over here. And it's just like, I'm gonna run my trucker hat and Slim Jim. Just this is all this. Get over here, Slim Jim.
Get over and Slim Jim.
Get over here, Slim Jim. I'm pretty sure. Get over here and get stung by my carapace. Whatever that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I don't.
Do you want to describe it a bit more?
It's like they got an exoskeleton that's also stingy. It's amazing. So I'm pretty sure I got that. That is indeed Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Like, because he usually shoots a little like I was gonna say shoots web, like Scorpion shoots web. That got really meta.
He's your friendly neighborhood Scorpion.
Like I want to see Scorpion just like shooting things and
swinging from his grappling hook from skyscrapers. Like
he keeps pulling people down with him.
He yanks people out of all of his buildings. Get over here.
Get over there.
Get over here. Just raining people as he swings by. Oh no.
6 video at once. Bunger from Bugsnax.
What the heck is that?
I actually have no idea what that is.
Bunger from Bugsnatch? Bunger.
I am confused.
I'm Bunger and I'm from Bugsnatch. I Bugsnatch all the time because my name's Bunger. I got that right, didn't I? Or is he like this? He's like, I'm a Bunger. Cowabunga, dudes.
Slap into a bunker.
Slap into a bunker. Oh yay.
Sounds like Macho Man on helium. You nailed it with the low voice. Okay, there you go.
Okay, good. I got it right the first time.
I have legitimately no clue as to what you're talking about. No. What was I doing? Gotta go, Pucker. Are you looking it up?
No, I'm actually trading a stock. Real quick. It's very important. It's like I make bunger noises and then I do like financial stuff.
Count. That's the on parcel. Basically, could do the same as this. But more ooh.
Ooh.
Do that.
More Ooh.
I'm playing Sea of Thieves. We actually had considered playing that for a while. When it was on sale at one point, because we were trying to find we like doing co-op games like with a smaller group, and we were having difficulty trying to figure out a new game to jump to that was not story based, so that we could play in break off groups. But we were considering Sea of Thieves for a while, but we ended up not going with that at the time. We've been playing Deep Rock Galactic right now.
It's a dwarves game.
And have been having fun, so it's filling that void that we'd want. So
I've been spending most of my free time working on a project when I'm not playing the dwarf game.
So this is N. Right there. But when he does, I need to make sure that it starts with a good, healthy bit of O. Well, that's a bit too much.
Oh no. So I'm gonna just like Shrek's a green dude, right? He's like what's a Shrek? Like I need this green dude. Okay, cool. So right, he's a leprechaun.
He's this one.
Okay. Oh, he's handsome. So he's just like, what are you doing in my swamp? Oh. You get out of my swamp. Oh. Or I'll hurt you with my chiseled chin and my rock hard abs.
I was hoping you weren't going to say abs, and then you did. I don't want to think about Shrek abs.
Oh no. What is happening? We need to make this more expensive.
No, I think this is fine. No, it is. Hey, it's $750. That takes time to build up.
Clearly not enough.
But yeah, you got to do Master Chief from Halo now.
Did you know there's a lady in my head who calls me Beefcake? What? Yeah.
I'm sorry he disappoints you so. But no, that was a good one. I don't know. Where did that come from?
There is. There's a lady in his head who calls him Beefcake.
I'm gonna go die now.
Oh, jeez.
Count on you.
Oh, jeez.
You. On you.
Yeah, that's I just wait. Can I make Cortana just say things on here?
What, that one program? Probably. I don't know what they have. Oh, that's right. It is the same voice, isn't it?
It doesn't look.
Doesn't look like there's any
No.
straight way to do it. Not like
Speech interpreting responses depend on the internet connection. Oh, this is probably something else.
Apparently there's a way to do it, but it looks like it's crazy complicated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. I ended up we were doing a reading of for a fanfic, and it ended up not working out. But we had one of the fics, which was Slexia, and so it was supposed to be actually having Celestia type voice saying some of these things, and now with 15 AI it would work, but at the time it wasn't up. And so I actually found an app that would play any audio with Alexa's voice.
Studies at Amazon Research Labs indicate that 83% of first dates in San Francisco end in intercourse.
So I got her to say everything that was needed.
Battery charge completed 100%. Men who experience rejection feel much happier after sexual release.
This is the weirdest crap.
I'm detecting anger. Ordering another.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to cut off.
Why did you do this to me, Flash?
Flashy.
Oh yeah, I edited that one.
Slowed her down.
Yeah, it was supposed to like throwing her out a window or something. I can't remember why, but I did all that audio. I spent like 2 hours on getting all that audio set up. I found an app on my phone that would do it, but then the app's like, you have to pay us if you want to record this audio separate. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna plug this from the audio out of my phone to the audio in on my computer and record it.
It works.
Wow, it was
Yeah.
Are you keeping it smooth? Go back in this project. Well, thank you very much. It'll be done hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But as I actually, since there's different people here from when I started, this video will not be made public for a while. I brought this up earlier until being that, at least at the beginning part, the audio that's brought up.
Today we celebrate the overthrow of the central government. It's time to kill someone.
Yeah, I'm not putting out a video that says that 2 days after the United States inauguration with everything else going on. So I am holding off on the actual public release of this. Patrons and Twitch subscribers will get access to it early, and however early it ends up being. But in general, I don't feel comfortable publicly releasing it. So I'm going to hold off for probably just a couple weeks. But I hope to have it done next Friday. I don't think I will, with how much I have left to do and how much I'm not sure of yet. But that's the intent. Could I get it done? Yes, if I did nothing but lived and breathed it. But I can't do that. I don't live like that. So, anyways, and also it's because I have all this freaking lip syncing to do, and I hate lip syncing.
On you. Count on you. Count.
That's one of the things with in the next, because I've been bringing on an editor to do some editing for me, but the next spot I want to have for content count work is lip syncing, because I want to do. I'm usually against starting some project to have a lot of lip syncing because I just don't want to do it. And if I can find somebody that's willing to help out as a paid position to help out covering that part for me, it's easy to do and then send back, and then it would allow me to not have to worry about that part of things. And then it benefits them as well. Lips are overrated, yes.
Thinking on it.
Oh wow, you've been Vigormore Media Labors of Argo Media. That's long name. Oh no, that's so I see this everywhere. Vigormore Media. Not sure what that means, but Labors of Argo Media. That sounds like like a camp. Like you get behind your computer, you move horses.
That's right.
Behind the couch media. That sounds even creepier. Las Nastos Media. Now I'm thinking Las Nachos.
Oh no.
Argonautica Media Productions. Argonautica. Hey, that's kind of a confusing name.
Lizard of the Sea.
Nah. Apex Media Productions. I bet you that one's taken. That one's
almost certainly taken.
And then I'm also, there's Apex Legends. That'd be confusing. Sunset Serenade's Biggest Fan Productions. Okay, I'm thinking that there might be some inner workings on that one.
I've been trying to get him to call it Mike and Friends Media, but he just won't take.
No. Oh my god, you have more?
Oh, jeez.
You just copy pasting all these? I like Straightjacket at the top, just thinking Straightjacket Media. We're trying to come up with LLC names, and that's what they brought up here. Alternative Chicken.
Pork?
It's just like it's beef. Freaky Geek Media. There's a company I already know called Think Geek that's actually nearby. So I don't know about it.
Production.
Imagine This Media.
Oh, man,
That's actually not too bad. Happy Joy Joy. I'm thinking that's from something.
Yes.
Don't Touch That Media. I've thought about doing stuff like that to play off of, like, it's part of a sentence. Stubbed Toe Media. Well, then, the problem with that is you have a name like that and you go anywhere and people are going to be like, do the thing. And then I just hurt myself every time. Shiny Pixel Productions. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Lost Pixel Productions. Hero Pose Productions. I thought about doing Stupid Face Productions, but I feel like that might actually be taken negative. Bunger Boy. No, I don't even know what that is. Old Man Nap Productions. Okay. I might have taken like a 10-minute nap today. But I lost the nacho. It's hidden somewhere in the couch. It's food for later. Mead Muses Media. Voices in My Head Media. Some of those definitely wouldn't work. Some of those actually do Shiny Pixel's kind of a neat one.
Yeah, but you don't really do pixel art. That makes me think pixel art.
Yeah, kind of. Currently, the name that I've been kind of leaning towards is Missing Asset Media. So, but I don't like the confusion of saying it. But because it is a 3D medium, it implies some of the stuff related around that and is still general. But I don't know. That's the only one I have right now. Rip Nacho. Medium Media. I bet you, how much you want to bet that's taken?
Pizza.
That one might take a little bit longer to find because it's searching that name.
Trying to copyright the word media too would be a little bit.
No, it's
tricky.
medium. No, it's the two, and you're not
medium media.
Copyright doesn't require the filing of anything. Trademarks require the filing of something. Yeah. Copyrights are implicit upon creation.
Reminds me of that Futurama episode. It's like when Mom Corp got the rights to the word love and Screen Door. It's like we own love.
There was the guy. What was it? Edge. Remember the Edge lawsuits from like the early.
Was he
2000s?
A wrestler?
No.
Oh. Mirror's Edge people. Yeah, I kind of vaguely recall that. They wanted to copyright the word edge or something.
Yeah, this guy. It was I think it was. It was this guy, Edge Games.
Yeah.
And he ended up suing.
There it is up top. Trademark dispute.
Yeah, has been involved in a number of disputes over trademarks connected to the word edge. He basically would just sue anybody off of the use of word edge, because he apparently had a copyright for it. And you can trademark a word like that, but then you also have to state in what ways it's used. And as long as people don't use it in that way, you're usually fine. But normally, even just the word edge, you're not going to get a trademark for. And in this case, he ended up having all these lawsuits, but he ended up starting to go over big companies. Before he was going after small enough companies, and you can send lawsuits to small people to where the cost of hiring a lawyer is more expensive than just paying it. And in a way that is a way to get to get money from somebody, is you just find somebody small, throw something at them that's inconsequential, but at least has some merit. But defending it, even if you won, would cost you more. And this guy was doing a lot of that, but then started going after some really big companies, and it backfired on him pretty quickly. Microsoft OneDrive used to be known as SkyDrive, and Sky Media in the UK made Microsoft legally change it. I could maybe see that. Candy is trademarked by the company that made Candy Crush. Yeah, but it's probably candy that has been trademarked in a specific sense.
Yeah.
Like in terms of
those kind of
game type apps that could be confused or similar. So say that somebody went to made Candy Splash, but it looked really similar. There could be confusion amongst which is which. That is where a trademark comes in.
Do you want a drink?
No, I'm good right now. Okay. If you want to grab me like one of these.
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
that can?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna give it to me.
Sure. But yeah, so, but a trademark, you can't just trademark a single word and then just say that you own all uses of that word. It doesn't work that way. I watched a whole thing on trademark not long ago. And a lot of the times they won't even let you, do the trademark. They'll just deny it outright, because unless you can give a specific reason as to why you would need to do it. And you could also show that misuse of such a name would damage your brand or make it difficult for you to utilize that brand. If you just are doing it because you want to do it, that doesn't work either. You have to show that you have a legitimate need to have it. Trademark is, people can abuse it, but the people that have gotten the rights to it had to go through a lot of that rigmarole crap to get there. Apple takes on every single market company in the world. Well, most of the time it's just not worth fighting it. Like if you were to make a company that's named Apple something, is it worthwhile to even have to deal with that? No. And would you want to be confused with them? Probably not. Because it might just cause you more headache than not. There is I just thought of something, but then I forgot about it. I just want to sell apples, but no, and you can sell apples because you're not selling a technology product. But if you start trying to sell a technology product that's called like, you could probably still get infringed. Say you made a technology product called Granny Smith, and your symbol was a type of apple. You might actually still fall under the trademark that. So it's weird. What would be a different word for game asset? It's like, which one are you handing me? No, trademark laws are a good thing, but they're also a rough thing. It's one of those weird subjects. Copyright is more interesting because it doesn't require filing of anything. If you create something, you have the copyright for it, as long as that creation is not covered by somebody else's copyright previously. Pretty sure I can find a mouth spit that looks like this. If I grab this and then just close it a bit, and then lips up. Is there an S? Yes. Okay, and then we'll just move this over here. Ooh. Ooh. I'll make it what it looks like when you do it fully. So we're going to do that, mix with this, and with this, and then a little bit of that. Probably a little bit more of that in there. Well, actually, what does whistle look like?
What's that?
Oh, this is not what I want. Okay. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna drop the pucker a little bit. Then pull that. Okay.
You.
Okay. Actually, this needs to be pulled back a bit more.
You.
Somebody's crushing on that horse.
Some looks too adorable in this. I've wanted to do stuff with Sombra for a while, so it's fun being able to work with a model I haven't touched before.
On you. Count on you. Count on you. On you. Count on.
Time I hear him say count, I'm just expecting him to go, oh.
Count on you.
He's just... Is the count.
Count on you.
Looks like a vampire.
Don't like how this is still pulling back. I need to have this stretched back further, but then he's looking a little sad, so we'll just offset that a bit.
On you. On you.
So he's evil cute. He's so cute, it makes him look evil. Apparently.
You know what he is?
What's that?
50 Shades of Grey.
I was gonna say he's a vampire, but that works too.
On you.
He does seem like he'd be like the main dude in that book.
On you.
I've never read the book, full disclosure, but I'm well aware it's about a dude with a lot of money who basically has a fun times dungeon, and he does fun times.
Well, the only reason I thought of it is I just watched Film Theory did a video about it a while back, where basically everything that runs through the entire book and the movie is basically all the same steps that are taken to make a cult by definition. Yeah. So he's basically indoctrinating her and putting her through the same thing that a cult would.
Yeah, but like I've also heard like the thing where he's rich, so it's like seen as this like this like kinky thing. But if he was like in a trailer throughout the whole movie, it would just be like a horrible crime.
I knew I could count on you. On you.
I don't get it.
I want to open his mouth a little
Any
bit
book
more
that doesn't
here.
have ponies in it, I'm not that interested in.
50 Shades of Hay.
Oh my.
Count on you.
I never knew why it was called Gray until I realized that's the guy's last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And there's the quote of I'm 50 Shades of Effed Up.
That'd be an even more appropriate title.
No, that's the name of it's quoted from the book, or at least from the movie.
Count on you.
Okay, I think that I can call the lip sync done.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it. I knew I could count on you.
I think that's good for now. So I might go back and poke at it a little bit, but I can call that good. So we're going to copy this and now adjust everything back to where it should be. And there.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it. I knew I could count on you.
Not 100% happy with some of the jowl movement, but when you actually start putting in character motion, because like it's very similar to how he does this shot.
It's time to kill someone.
But when actually all the motion is put in, it's a little bit more hidden. So no worries there. So and I still want to change a little bit of how he does stuff here. I feel like he stands a little still.
We celebrate the overthrow of the century.
And I want to, yeah, but I'll figure that out later.
It's a heck of a pop. She poop.
She poop?
She poop. She poop. Well, I mean, she might have. I don't know. I don't know what being teleported, what kind of effect it has on the body.
Well, it's all I did was I just have her scale up a little bit and then back down, and I have the camera kind of do a displacement where I think I'm doing a. Let's type.
I just realized that's why you never see the ponies poop. They just teleported it out. They just like use their magics, and then there's like, I need to poop, and then and it's done. It's like the.
When does Applejack poop?
Well, she has to like go get help from Twilight, and she's like, Twilight, I need to poop.
No, it's like unicorns. They teleport away, and Pegasus they fly away, and then Earth ponies they just roll in it.
Yes. But now you say that, I'm just imagining like that would be the worst if you're like driving in your car and the Pegasus just poops in the sky and lands on your window.
Time.
This is why large animals aren't allowed to fly.
It's tough.
I do need to with him add. There's no camera motion right now because I have that zoom. I added it kind of like post, and so I do need to add some extra motion to the stuff. Which actually I'm going to put a reminder to myself on this. Just so I don't forget. But yeah, everything for the first part here is done, and then these parts are done. This is in a different map, so it's not.
Doesn't look
It's
done
not.
here.
It's not. Her actually floating. And actually, she's just down here and goes. So, this place where I love to choose repair. Break first happen. Yes. So yeah, but this parts are all done. Trixie's meant to be kind of plain looking. And then she popped back up and go. Does she have cake? I'm really considering changing that cake out for the ketchup bottle. Because then it would be a direct implication. Because there's a reason on this table there's ketchup, because then when people are like,
But now
that's
it makes
dark.
it look
I'm
like
like,
she
no,
wanted cake.
no, it's she's here and she's like, can I have a slice? I brought my own knife. And Celestia is like, sure, you can have one. And then they kind of get like friendly back and forth. And then Celestia like squirts a little ketchup on Trixie, and then Trixie gets and then murders Celestia, but there was no blood. And then she comes back with the ketchup on her.
But I kind of like the cake just because it kind of makes it look like the only reason she really killed her is because she wanted some cake.
Actually, the way I kind of saw it was that like she didn't even care. It went right through the cake to get Celestia.
That's horrible. I mean, either way, it's horrible. But
Yeah.
like, it's like I got cake.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it. I knew I could count on you. You've come too far to stop now.
But I need to. This is such a stand-in, and I really need it. I do not like this shot. I'm trying to think of like. So I want to have it that because the next quote.
If anyone can kill all those things, it's you.
So it's implying that there's killing of multiple things, and so this dog the heck out of me how Celestia and Rarity keep their white fur pristine. I'm gonna say that is probably because making dirty textures in that animation medium would probably be messier than not. So the ketchup should be replaced by a jar of cherry jam. Well, cherry, that would be, you need implications. So the reason I used the ketchup bottle like this is because it is iconic. And so it is instantly recognizable as ketchup.
I've never had cherry jam, but now I kind of want some.
You can go right ahead. Seeded too. So I don't know what to do here in terms of her or them looking at some kind of a large group of something. I have very dark things I could do. I thought about like you could have like Luna and Cadence like tied up or something, and like you could go really dark, but I prefer not to. The idea here was to have a whole army. I'm thinking that instead of having this kind of gate, I thought about having them go to look at a door to where the door would open, all the guards would run in, and Luna would walk through and be all kind of angry. I kind of want that, but I don't know where to do that within this building. And I was trying to look for doors because I was thinking about
just have Luna as Nightmare Moon,
like using one of these,
like dive bombing.
But it have to be multiple things, and they would also have to have a moment where they all stop because it has to go back to him for him to finish his thing. Unless I use some other audio bit, because there are a bunch more audios that I can use instead. But I haven't. I kind of like this. I just don't 100% know what to do here. And the other thing is having all these guards just standing there makes it difficult because, like, do I just keep them stationary? Are they statues?
That is kind of what guards do.
Oops.
I do wish I also had some piece of that cake.
A monkey's uncle. Be a monkey's uncle. You did it.
And I think, oh, I did not have an animated scene. I must have literally had him just standing there.
Monkey's a monkey's uncle.
Derpy is best princess?
His favorite princess. Mine's lit up.
Wow.
I'd like Celestia if I had to pick.
A monkey's uncle.
He's basic.
You did it.
Forgive him.
The cake is alive, Michael. All right.
Princess Derpy.
Do I have the lighting in here done? I do not. Let's do that quick. This one, I don't think I can copy from anything. I can probably kind of copy from this, but it's not going to be correct. Why is there Trixie lights? Trixie's not even here. And I gotta double check them all. Okay, you're not needed. Okay, so that one is. That one isn't. None of the bones here are needed. That one is. That one is. I think everything else is needed. Yep. Okay.
It's time to kill someone.
Okay. So these torches probably not needed. I'm just going to copy paste everything for right now. I would start keyframing, but if I would start keyframing, I want to have all the keyframing done for this one shot, and I'm not going to be able to do that for in a half hour here. So, so instead,
Good night.
I'm just going to do this. Later, Wendell.
Monkeys.
Okay. So now to adjust. So, okay, so I do need those torchlights. That's good to know. Oh, and it still actually creates kind of like a good barrier. That's good. So let's take this eye light. And I might be decreasing how bright these are in post or before finishing, but I do kind of like just that they're giving off kind of like this eerie, strange glow. So I really just thinking about keeping it. So front, what was this light doing previously? Oh, it's a blue front light. Okay. Okay, this one's going to be messy to do. I don't want to hit Trixie with this light. So we're going to... Here. Oh. Oh no, it's I was like, wait, what's hitting her eyes? This one. Let's just be careful because it might cause it so when he moves that it loses the brightness of it. Okay, so this will be cut on. I need to give it enough room to get it out of her way. Yep, there we go. And not as bright. The main purpose of that is just to create a little bit of a glow. So these rim lights are going to be, well, first we'll do these. So main lights, this is going to be, I remember right, just the main one that's kind of covering everything. Yep. Oh, yeah, so he's already being hit. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, yeah, so that's fine. That's still hitting him.
I like this song. Kind of reminds me of some of the stuff from the first Diablo game. which was an enjoyable, nostalgia game for me. Stay a while and listen.
This one's called Shoreline by Dark Fantasy Studio. On their Shadow Guild track, I think. It was before listening to Dreamination or Dreamination, but I like this one because it's all full songs and there's like 40 of them, and I have the rights to it, so even better. How do you select multiple things at once in SFM? Like here, like that's just shift, and then like control for that.
Pretty standard file selection.
So I'm not sure if there's something else that I'm missing there. You still coming up with one? Mores dignism, Latin for lost asset. I'm not going into Latin and Swedish. I thought
it's just gonna roll right.
I thought about trying other languages to open some things up, but then it also then implies that the company itself is foreign, and I don't want to. I'd rather not do that. Okay, this ambient light's too. Huh?
Lay horse media. It's French.
The other thing is, I gotta make sure that whatever I do in this shot for lighting matches this shot. Like, for one, these shadows are very so thanks for the follow, Headless. One of these was causing the sharp shadows across the... Oh, I think that has to do with that's the yellow light. I'll get to that. So let's just grab these rims now. The other thing is I have already a shot with similar lighting, and I can get away with being a little different for this, but I nonetheless don't want to be too different. Well, she does teleport back in, so I have a little bit of flexibility in that regard. This one I do not want to have on the ground. At least not much. I think that will work. That's actually nice because it gives that nice rim there. Not too different media. I think that one actually would exist.
Indifferent media.
Horrible media.
Don't watch this crap media. I'm sure that would go well.
Isn't there a company out there that's called, I think, like Horrible People Games?
It sounds familiar.
It's I can't remember who does the stuff for that.
Like, is that like the people who make exploding kittens or something?
No, no, I'm thinking Berserk Games, the tabletop simulator. When you start that game up and their like logo, it says Berserk Games with blood everywhere, and then it's like it's so weird.
It's wonderful.
Oh, there we go. So I just gotta get. Oh, I need to move back up or down a little bit.
I don't know what's happening right now.
What do you mean by now?
Like, why are we under the horse? We're never under the horses.
So if you want to make somebody look sinister, it's doing low lighting. So in here, having the light come up from below him. But I don't want to have him like fully lit with such. So it's about trying to find that right angle so that he looks lit from underneath, but not fully lit from it. So sharp shadows and everything. So in here, the best way to do that is to, okay, so it has an Uber light. So we're going to do our cut on. It's right there. So if I bring it all the way down, it would go all the way down. I want to put it just like right around, maybe like right around here. Because then it definitely gives it that sharp lights. But if I dropped it all the way down here, I'd be getting it to hit his legs and stuff. And then it's less sinister looking. So we'll keep it like that. Okay, what other lights do we have? Those on the wall are fine. I think that's all of them, actually. Now, compared to this one's definitely going to have a brighter fire lights. That is fine. I can probably bump them up a little bit. This one, though, has better lighting on the rim of this thing. What is causing it? I'm not in the right shot. So it is the front light. So we're going to go back to that, grab this. We're just going to paste this one in. But I need it to be larger than that because it's going to basically have to cover all this. But what we can do, I can disable shadows now because I don't care about it here, is we will enable... Okay, it's an Uber light. Perfect. And is it already wide? It is not. So we're going to increase our width and then decrease our height. I don't think I'm on an eye light. What am I doing? Yeah, this one needs to be an overlight. I was wondering why I wasn't doing anything. All right. This is one. All right, we'll decrease the height a lot, put that up a little bit. The reason for this is I can then take this light, widen it, but not have it like hitting, and have it cover a lot more wide area, but not as much vertical area. What I want, because this is dark, it shouldn't be lit. And I could use a shadow light to block it, or I could just use these sliders. So, there. And that leaves that area nice and dark down here. What I actually can do is I can light that up a little bit. Oops. Because there is torches in the whole room, so I wouldn't expect this area to be lit by anything other than torches. So we will do this.
Torches and moonlight.
Yeah, but the moonlight would be very, very little compared to... well, no, that's already the blue, but the moon's going to be from above. Or not. Yeah. I wouldn't call it moonlight, I would call it night light. Where even if there's no moon there, I would have to still put light. And I usually, the best way to do that is just blue. Let's drop this.
Please make Sombra do the Twilight Rocket thing. Oh.
Hello, Nelfrey. I don't know. She did a lot of rocket things. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay. Actually, this is fine. I was going to put a light behind her anyway. It puts a little bit more light on him. But is that okay? Actually, I don't know if I'm liking that light so much now. We're going to disable shadows. We're going to drop that intensity even more. The brain one? Oh, you mean swapping heads?
Your guess is as good as mine.
What are you talking about?
No.
That you were... So Michael doesn't watch anything I actually make. So...
I can't actually see what he's doing right now.
If it's talking about the head thing, thanks for the follow, Gilded. It was from last summer. No, 2019 summer when I swapped Trixie, or not Trixie, Twilight's and Spike's head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were drinking.
I was here for that.
Yeah, I know. I made a video you were in. It is on my channel and it has like 4,000 views.
I was here. I'm glad you're doing so well with your views.
Yep, and I'm glad you're enjoying your voice impressions because you're just going to be getting them more and more and more.
Every time I'm like, yeah, I totally watched that. It's like, and the voice impressions go down 100 points. No, I do not watch any of these live streams. I was here.
He refuses to watch himself.
Yeah, I don't like watching myself. It's true. I am plenty happy if other people gain enjoyment out of seeing me, but I personally do not. You didn't miss the stream. We're right here. We are interacting with you in live.
We have like 15 minutes left, but I started earlier too. My choices were start earlier or run later, and if I have to choose, I'd rather just try to start it a little earlier. Not possible every day. I do want to, at least for a while, on my off Fridays, I do want to either start the stream earlier or do a game stream kind of in the morning, just for fun. We did it this Friday for like 3 or 4 hours, playing Star Renegades. Might do that again, especially since I think this March the Mass Effect Legendary Edition is supposed to come out, and I am going to play the crap out of that. I'll probably play through all 3 games in one go. So we'll see on that. But I love Mass Effect. So that is the estimate, though. I don't think it's actually been announced.
I feel like if I really am that hyped for Mass Effect, I actually need to do the single player of Andromeda. Just to have
I never finished Andromeda.
I never even started it. I have the game. No,
I have 10 hours in the single player and I have 200 hours in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it. It wasn't.
Maybe it's good.
It wasn't bad. It just was not. I couldn't get engaged in it. It felt like everything was big, open, and empty.
I'm starting to feel like the one thing that is plaguing video games nowadays is the releasing them before they're done and then finishing them later.
Well, that is the problem with AAA games.
Yeah,
like smaller companies are doing that, but they are immensely upfront about it. They're saying it's not done, and they're using the community to help them get there, so you can help design and build the game. Slay the Spire did that. Deep Rock Galactic did that. And you have these games that in their final product are actually really good. The AAA titles that are releasing it as a finished title and then using everybody to complete it is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you're paying $60 compared to some games that are discounted.
Because you're buying them early.
But then also I can watch its development. There's plenty of games that I've been interested in getting, but I never did because the content that was looking for wasn't there yet. But maybe eventually they do. Plus, one of the games that we were having fun for a while playing, and we go back to every now and then, is Gunfire Reborn, where I've only owned it for the last play was November 1st, so it's been a couple months, but within like a week of getting it, they did a big content update, and then a couple weeks after that they did a big content update. So while we're playing it, they kept adding new things, and so it felt like you were getting DLCs every couple of minutes because the game was fun right from the get-go. So they're not releasing a game that is buggy. They're releasing a game that is basically done or is playable and good as it is, but they're going to add more.
I'd say 76 was a stable game. It just was missing a lot of content.
76
initially.
My big problem with 76 was just its use of the friends list at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because we had our biggest frustration of that entire game was just trying to play with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, there was definitely some weird other glitches. Most of them were funny, though. We found entertainment in it. But most people's gripe with the game is now not about glitches. It's about this. It's not a Fallout experience.
And the reason I think my biggest gripe with the game, which still is in the game and probably never will be outside of the game, is they took away the ability to mod the game because they wanted to sell microtransactions.
Well, that, and when you are doing a online game, you have to watch for people modifying things. And so if you give people the ability to flexibly mod like the old versions, you then have to block things, but then also open things up, and you're just allowing people to cause problems.
There's been like games in the past where, hey, there's two different versions of the servers, one that allows anything and then one that is like strictly to this, but they don't even give the people the option to have their own private servers.
Well, no, private servers, not dedicated servers.
Yeah, well, they don't let you host a server on your PC.
Yeah, you can't do a dedicated server.
Yeah.
You can't build your own server.
So,
you can do private servers, but again, that a lot of that is probably, I wouldn't be surprised the infrastructure. It just legitimately does not exist that they can maintain.
I've seen the game files. It's just a copy paste of Fallout 4. Like everything that game is just Fallout 4.
I know, but do you think that in an environment where you could have 8 people at different corners of a map like that, do you think that a normal person's computer is going to maybe be able to run it? And thanks for the follow, Super, and Jake. I'm not sure how to say that. Sorry. Keshin, sorry. But there's probably other issues for running your own server on your side.
I just think personally, I think they just don't want people doing it, because if they can, then the microtransactions lose meaning. No one's going to buy them when they can just mod in the stuff.
To a degree, but I'm still thinking that the modding portion has also bits to do with how the hell do we prevent people from abusing the system? Say you make a cosmetic mod.
Yeah.
Okay, you make a cosmetic mod. The model looks different, but now what about a hitbox? Is it changed the hitbox?
No, it wouldn't change the hitbox.
Okay, so then if you changed it on somebody else and now the hitbox didn't change, and now since they are shaped differently, you're not hitting the target correctly, then you complain to the company that it didn't change.
Well, they can't. Somebody who mods their game doesn't change what the person on the other side sees.
Yeah, I know,
they
but
can't change their.
But if
game.
you changed what they looked like to you,
that would be impossible.
No, if somebody was walking around the environment and the file was changed to where the armor they're wearing is different.
Yeah.
And
but it would only be different on their computer.
Yeah, it would only be different on their computer, but you see them as different.
Why would you see them as different?
Because your files state that their character in that game, using all those same files that you're pulling from your computer, are different. So you visually see them as different, right?
No,
like
they can't change the files on your computer.
No, if I used a mod that changed the way that other people looked in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say that I did a mod where all enemies were super bright red.
Yeah.
Well, now I have an advantage.
Yeah, you would.
They're not going to let that go.
That would be a problem.
Yeah, and that's just a skin change.
Yeah. No, it would. This is why I think that on the main servers, that should be the case. But on people should be able to host their own private servers and then just do whatever they want. That's my only gripe.
If it was a cheaper free game where it was surviving off microtransactions, then yes, forcing paid servers would make sense. I do think that I don't understand why they do, but I'm guessing that there is some other reason that they haven't, or maybe they're still working on it. I don't know, but I
feel like they're doing it because they want to keep selling the microtransactions.
I don't know, because I think that a lot of it is everybody would play, or maybe that's the whole reason that for adding the single player portion in. If they allowed servers like that before and people then used it as a way to play by themselves, they would just hate the game because there was no single player content for it. Yeah. So I think they're working their way there, but I
think the game's a lot better than it used to be. I just really, really, really wish they could let people have moddable servers.
3D Pony Shenanigans Media. No, that's a no pony reference.
Ponies.
I didn't reference the name. The sunset's got the name thing on the head. I can understand people. It's got to be a way to get stuff in there, but you are taking a risk where something is watching for that type of stuff. And no matter what type of mod, you can have the most innocent of uses in modding a game like that, but there is somebody out there that wants to abuse it, and it only takes even one person abusing the system and having enough people complain about it that that one person is going to cause rule change. And I think that they just anticipated all that stuff.
I would feel more confident about that if they didn't lock half the content behind a paywall.
But a lot of those are just skins. They're not.
Yeah.
They're nothing you need to worry about.
They're still on your computer. All those skins are downloaded to your computer.
Because they have to.
Yeah. No, of course they have to. They don't work for everybody otherwise. But then they put them behind a paywall, and then you have to pay more money to actually see them.
But if you're running a game with consistent servers in the background, you can't survive off of the initial purchase of a game alone. I mean, how do you keep running a server that somebody's going to play for the next 2 years, or people are going to constantly play when your sales of the game drop? How do you survive?
You give people private servers. You let people.
But no, but if you run,
yes, this is what I want.
But then what? And an update comes through, and they're updating stability on the servers, and then some people aren't running it, but then other people are, and now you have two people running on different versions of the servers.
Yeah, it happens all the time on servers like that people run privately. Like, from Minecraft to Counter-Strike to everything.
There's got to be some other technical limitation in the background that's preventing it. Not everything is but a bunch of greedy assholes out there just to take your money because you aren't able to do the thing that you want to do.
Sure. But then again, there are a lot of greedy assholes.
This whole discussion is, and he hasn't even said a word about it, but it's only because he wants to get ponies in Fallout 76.
I want to put ponies in there. I've already put ponies in 4. I want to put them in 76, and I want to be attacked by a herd of little pips. Okay,
you already made that.
Yes, but those I did. Are you gonna show the picture I posted? I did post a picture yesterday, I think it was. Like there it is. Yes, I did that to Fallout 4. It needs more little.
Why is there? Did you just keep like typing
Look at that
in?
One. Look at the one in the crater. Zoom in.
I can't.
Can't.
Well, hold on.
She got a teddy bear.
Oh my god, this is 4K, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. A teddy. He's a cute. Yeah, I've been working on a pony mod for I've had a couple pony mods for Fallout 4, but this is one where it's actual ponies walking around.
It's replacement of the thanks for the follow, Stan.
Eventually, it's going to be its own standalone. I'm not going to have it as a replacement for dog meat. You'll have dog meat, and then you'll have little pip.
So, did you just keep clicking like add more dog meat?
Yeah, I kept telling him to add more little pips. Like if I look at the little pips, it says little pip.
Do you still have the one here where she tears somebody apart?
Yeah, I'm sure it's there somewhere. It's on the main. I think I posted it in horse images.
Why'd you push it? Why'd you put it there?
I don't know.
But I don't know. There's too many horse images.
Right? No, scroll up.
You guys post like 1,000 of these a day.
Slow down. It's right in that area somewhere. It's just a
Where is it? Where is it, Michael?
Scroll up.
But why'd you put a link in horse images? It's not a horse image. Why'd you put the other one, the horse image, in the non-horse images?
I have no excuse. It's right around there. It is right there.
Here?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You're too zoomed in.
Oh my god. No, it's you're too. Michael, this is too big. It's too big.
Zoom out.
It's too big, Michael. I can't. This is a zoomed. I'm running in 1080. Okay. Here. It's Lil Pep, and then she's like, "Rawr."
She glommed him hard. She ate that man.
And then she's happy. But yes, please.
Oh, there you go. Attack. I
love how he's got a gun and just doesn't even shoot the dog, but then
it's pointing at me and that's like,
it is like the mauling.
That is what I've been working on.
This Discord that we were on there is a different Discord. That's a personal Discord, but I do have a Discord. That's the link that popped up. I don't think you posted that thing there.
No, I haven't posted a lot of it. People, I get some motivation from people. Like I'll post a picture and people be like, "Oh, that's awesome." I'll get some motivation to finish it because there is still a lot of work to do.
And I tried control mouse wheel there. It was the file, not in the web page. So it wasn't letting me scale it.
My computer runs in 4K, so I tend to upload pictures in 4K.
Yeah, it's just a private Discord for that's just for like a small group of us that kind of hang out and just we kind of talk most nights. And there's also like we have Cows and Friends, which is it's just pictures and animations of cows.
That's a good cow.
But I'll kind of have but this was the one we got
Computer horses, yes.
computer horses. There's just some good ones here. What was this one?
Making rainbows is so awesome. Come on now, Scoodalo. Into the Philly grinder you go.
I can't. Some of these, I'm not sure if I want to click them. I can't remember what I made them say.
I absolutely love eating squirrels. I chase them for a while before throwing them in the oven on broil overnight. Extra crispy.
Yes, the Philly
I forgot what I made them say. Oh yeah.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
She's so sad.
Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie.
Remember this one, Michael?
Hot dish is my favorite food and love to play duck, duck, gray duck. Also, Michael is stupid.
So mean. Durfee would never say that.
Mom never was the same after she fell into the mixer at the Glow Factory.
So dumb.
I was reading a great book about an immortal dog the other day. It was impossible to put down.
That was mean.
I'm a dirty mud horse. Please turn me into glue.
I like the way she says glue.
Glue.
Where's the one? Oh yeah.
Little bet be double do dum detty did do tum butternut pudding.
Just random.
I just did a lot of like did a butternut pudding.
I killed the other CMC to gain their powers. There can only be one.
It's so bad.
It is. Yeah, we had some fun with this for a while. It's from 15.ai. We just typed in some really weird phrases and saw what came out of it. I think I can. Oh, I did figure out that I'm gonna have to fix these fire particle. Oh, that's not even showing in there. I gotta fix that too. These torches on the wall are not right. They are not working at all. There are some aspects of a torch, and I bet you when I pop this open, it's going to have something about oscillate. It does not using oscillate. Certain types of noise or certain types of some things will cause, they get like extreme values and it'll get thrown all over the place. And so I had to figure out which of these is causing the render to mess up. More than likely, being this is output position with noise, it's probably this. And so in the actual render, it throws the fire like literally like multiple feet out to the side. I'm guessing it's the noise vector, which, I mean, if I shut this off, it doesn't really change much. But still. But anyways, thanks for the follow, Fruitcake. I discovered earlier today was hearing a tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise with every MLP voice actor. Yeah, it's fun to play around with, but like I mentioned before, at least in terms of MLP voices, I do not want to utilize that medium myself. If I actually need somebody to say something serious, I will probably find somebody that can do the voice acting.
They don't really do emotions very well in that program. So.
You kind of can. You can identify an emotion, but it would be for the entire text. So you'd have to break it down into pieces, which means that the connecting bits of certain bits might not work. And every time you hit generate, it's different. So you can, if you keep hitting it, you'll eventually get something that might work. But
yeah.
Goodbye, Joseph.
Goodbye.
The blood splatter and Trixie looks so realistic. That was literally just a really cheap splash on the face and stuff. And I think that's even the same texture. I had to be a little careful because when you cross this line right here, it can go a little messy on its positioning. So wait, actually, you know what? Are these? Okay, I think that these are, yeah, I did modify your texture for these. But like, I can't get into the ear. I can't go really too close to the eye. Like, well, here I did because it was on the other side of her face, but it's the stretching that gets a little bit weird. Because if you look on here, how big this splotch is, and then when the eye closes, how long it stretches, that is a long stretch. So if this was put as like right across here, and that stretched that low, it would suddenly become a giant red streak. And so this actually got really lucky in its positioning to where it kind of works. But it's just that certain, or all the texture on the model is not evenly distributed over its mapping. Some areas are stretched way, way more than others. Trying to remember goods, resources. Here it is. Yeah, no, it's Search Filmmaker itself. It's 100% free, so you're able to download it too. Here we go. So this.
Wow, that's the texture map. That's the texture map.
Yeah, I use it for reference.
I didn't know you actually got that technical. Like, I see that thing on a daily basis, but I never thought you laid an eye on it.
I use it to just determine if I'm going to put a cutie mark somewhere, where is their butt? If I need to play with their hooves on dirtying something at the bottom, I need to know where it is. So I tend to use this just for reference. But you can tell here that if I play a flat image over this nose here is actually, these polygons are basically about the same size on the model as some of these ones, but because it's on a flat surface, it doesn't quite equate to the same. So it's going to stretch some of these a lot more. So that's why I put it across here and across here, because at least size wise, they're similar, and across here. But you can also see here that this is the front of the body, and this stretches around, especially right here. And like, it can get messy. But it stretches around and then it comes back around to this side. So there's actually like a little bit of cut in the middle.
That's why doing bump maps between both sides is not advisable.
No, you can, as long as you do not cross that line.
Yeah.
But that's where it gets messy. And
but I've tried to give the horses real looking horsehair, and then you get that line down the center.
Here, I think you can actually see right here. This is why there's a flat line here. This is the cut from one side to the other. And so I just made sure when I placed it that it all went that direction and it didn't cross. So I knew how the mapping works. So I just was careful about how I positioned it so I didn't have to deal with it. Feet can be somewhat the same, but I think that's in the back. Yeah, because this is the front. Mm-hmm. And no, because this actual line, it wraps down underneath. So I believe that the cut line for...
It's on part of the leg somewhere. If you have just a single
there
side,
it is.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, it's in the inside of the leg right there. So you just have to know where those lines are. That's why, like, this file, its purpose, and the reason I have that there was because I was doing dirt textures. And so...
you know what you can't... Well, no, it'd be too much work.
So this was, I had a bunch of text here because this is a public file. And so this would be the little pip one. And there's two different versions. So I have the dirt file there and then this one. And so I had to know, like, where's the hoofs? That's why you can see 4 little splotches here. And these then are broken into pieces. So for instance, like on this one, there's a scratch across the leg, but having it just textured to look like this wouldn't work. So I broke this into pieces. So there's dirt. So this is just whatever dirt's on the model. And then I have the bloody wound and the bruising wound. So this would be the actual scratch going into a spot, and then the bloody part would be the deeper cut. And the point of having all these separate was it allowed me to bump map it different. So I could put those in the bump map at different textures so that this bit looked deeper of a cut than the others. So if I go into Oh, god damn it. Hold on. I changed some settings on my stuff, and now it pushes all my secondary stuff to another monitor if I haven't opened it. There we go. So we need to look up.
You need like a third monitor, don't you? Of course. She's so happy.
She's not correct though.
But
Like,
she's happy.
for one, her eyes are missing.
Oh, I thought she was just like super happy, and then
No, literally her eyes are gone.
what did you do?
I'm not seeing the correct texture on her, but I can. Oh, this is the one. So this is the standard dirt, I think, without a cut. Yeah.
That's the last pony I need to add to my mod.
Curious as to which one will get more downloads. Probably Pip.
I still think you gotta put Boo.
Boo would just be a blank white pony. Nobody would understand. But I'll add Boo if you want Boo. But you have to download Boo.
So here, the texture you can kind of see does have a little bit of a roughness to it. There is. Oh, that's different. So which one is it that has the cut? Ah, there it is.
Mm-hmm. Bump mapping. Which is always fun, and bump mapping adds so much to models.
I was pretty sure though that it's saying. It says it's using this one.
Whoever came up with the very concept of bump mapping needs an award of some sort.
There's an eventuality.
Mm-hmm.
There's an eventuality.
Like somebody's like, yeah, we don't want to create all these polygons to make it look to add all this detail, but how about we just trick light into making it look like it has depth?
That's all games are nowadays.
Yeah, but once upon a time, like somebody had to have thought about that to actually make it work, and it's amazing.
Why is this not loading? Why dirty N? It's not even loading the texture. Correct. Yeah, because I'm not seeing that. Am I loading the right model? Body NM. That is the one I loaded.
I'm actually kind of curious what the first game to use bump mapping was.
See, now I'm curious as to what's broken. Okay, it's just using the standard body. I'm actually not sure. I'm probably just forgetting something. I wouldn't be surprised if I had like recompiled this model at some point. Being that the eyes are broken too. There's probably, and I probably had. Oh, I know why the eyes don't work. I like using that model for other things. Like I like using the hair because it just is very flexible and can be done. It can do a lot of different things, and so I usually texture out the eyes and I have to do a modification to make it work. So now she's fixed. But I'm trying to figure out why This isn't even the right texture. Like, it's not the one I'm seeing.
I need to give more credit to Halo 1 as an innovative game. Apparently, Halo 1 was the first. Use bump mapping.
Well, probably in a very basic sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because this should be the back leg.
Still.
Well, I don't know why it's not working, but I could show you the what it does. No, actually I can do here. So you can see here, so the dirt is just flat, and it's hard to see here because it's within context. It's adding a lot of extra definition and depth to it that the lighting around it is providing. So it actually makes it look like the wound itself has a cut into the skin. So the only way I would be able to do that is if the wound itself had a deeper cut than the rest of it. So that part of the bump map is much, much stronger to give it a feeling that all the rest of it is this like just a bruised area around it. But then that's the actual part that severed the skin. I still don't, the fact that she has a wound like that underneath it and still has the stuff strapped on top, like why wasn't that cut? Yeah. And then Pip has one on her butt too. And you actually see a little bit here, like the actual like line right there. What?
I was just curious if Boo was actually in this anywhere or not.
No, I think when I made this, it was before Boo was even a thing. Really? It has all of other Blackjacks.
Yeah, I see P21 and Morning Glory.
The idea was
Rampage.
Every person, if I do it to about here, if Pip was gone, because it would be if those characters were removed, so you would see boom, boom, boom. This is just some random That's actually...
That's your OC, isn't it?
No, that's the waiter from Destiny. And then, no, that's my OC right there.
No. Where he belongs, on the floor.
But then Pip could be shifted to right here, and you would get those three in the shot.
Calamity, and Bills.
And I was going to put the Phoenix.
Her Phoenix.
Yeah, I was going to have it be up here, but I just couldn't find a model that worked.
It would have been Philomena's model.
It wasn't working for what I wanted. And also this ran like crap because it was just too much in one scene. So I just had to go with cutting it. I'm not sure what makes stereoscopic poster works. They don't make everything work.
Mapping is a pretty big innovation in just video game design and or like 3D model design and just in general.
It's most games nowadays are not about increasing they're not about increasing how much polygons are on something. They're just increasing the amount of texture, how detailed the textures are, and then how the bump maps work. But all of that then is just trickery. So it's a lot of the processing of those bump maps, or some of them actually by putting the bump map on it, the engine will actually cut into the model and make a 3D cut into it. I've seen engines that will do that. So it just simplifies processing there. But then that just means that having a higher resolution texture pack can actually net you good results because you're just getting better quality bump maps and everything. Yeah. That's why I'll...
Without bump mapping, games wouldn't look nearly as good as they do.
And most of the times, if you bump the texture quality up, it's really not going to keep processing that much. Thanks for the follow, Flurry. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have plenty of good stories to come out of there. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up here.
So I guess thank the guys at Bungie.
I can't wait till Ambient Light. I hope it gets finished soon. Yeah, Ambient Light always looked like it was a lot of good, or would be a really good, but it's been one of those that's been in development for a while. At least it's been showing a lot of promise on a potential final release, unlike some other games in the community. So, I am looking forward to it. I've had some good I've been to a couple of the panels that the group has run at some point or another at different conventions, and I have some memorable bits from those.
Monkey's uncle.
Well, Equestria is pretty great.
I knew.
Oh, I gotta
enjoy the universe and several stories.
Well, I think most people just enjoyed the Fallout universe, and then I just like the Fallout universe in general. I don't care. The pony thing was more of a
combination of two things you enjoyed.
Well, it was just I liked the Fallout universe. It was an excuse to make more from it, and it wasn't just a crossover. It was a reimagination, and it was very well put together. So I did enjoy it.
I knew I could count on you.
Also, there is kind of I think there's just, like, when you take two complete opposite things and put them together, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and Fall Equestria, it works. So,
but with that, I didn't really get any animating done, but I got this scene. This was actually a lot of lip syncing to get done. I still have to do all of this.
Too far to stop now.
And that.
Anyone can kill all those things, it's you.
So there's going to be. The nice thing is some of the words are the same. Kill. I've now I've done before, so I can copy paste from there, and so I can cheat a little bit, but. And then I still have his whole speech here.
Be careful out there, champ.
Yeah, he's not showing up because I have him hidden. But this was at least probably the longest annoying part to do because there was emotion, and emotion is hard. Hearing Monkey's uncle from Sombra is creepy.
Monkey's uncle. Monkey's uncle. Monkey's uncle.
It sounds like he really wants pizza. He's like, pizza, za, za. Pizza, za. He's just like that 90s high school kid. Hey, you want some za? We just had some za.
He's uncle. 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 He's uncle.
this channel is all about, like, mixing music now.
Actually, the one thing I did add to Sombra not long ago was I added the bump mask to his nose.
Didn't you do that in the past and you took it away because you thought it looked wrong?
I don't know, but I ended up adding it, and like my first pass at it was exactly what I was looking for.
I do remember you trying to add a bump map to Twilight's nostrils.
Oh, some of those don't work. I did add it to this one.
Trixie's got,
but hers I had to be more careful of because his are fairly. The way that his were done, because they're black, implies depth and like a hidden bit, so you can get away with it a lot easier. For hers, since they're colored, it's different. Because it doesn't look like a hole in anything. It looks like just a texture difference. And so for hers, I didn't make it as deep or as dark of a bump map. I also went through and removed the texture from her lips because I realized that it was missing from the blood shots, but not the other ones. I apparently deleted it for the blood ones, but not the others. He wishes to
delete all the pony lips. Don't let him trick you.
No, the lipstick is usually there's almost
at least lipstick. It's just their lips.
I know, but there's always at least one comment from stuff. And no, it depends. If you kept it like this, no, you would probably want to keep it there to help with the separation of the look. But when you actually do detailed lighting and there's more definition amongst it, then it's easier and you don't have to worry about it.
Stealing pony lips.
But if I go and like for this.
Where did her mouth go?
It's there. It's just that there's no texture to separate them. That's why, depending on how that's why, depending on how I do lighting, I will do that. So, and here there's enough lighting to tell the difference between them.
Give that pony her lips back.
She got her. No, she's fine.
No.
Does he have lipstick? He has lipstick.
Yeah, he gets to keep his lips.
Did it.
I might get rid of his.
No! Stop deleting pony lips.
Wait. She can't have the lipstick.
No, she should.
He needs lipstick.
They both should have. It's not lipstick. It's just their lips.
He's a queen.
Your lips are supposed to be different color than the rest of your mouth. Like, you're not supposed to look like, I'm not supposed to look like this. This isn't normal. This is normal. Lips. Different color.
So I need to make him red.
What? No. His lips are black.
Why is his lip black?
Because he's a horse.
Because he's a horse? Why are his eyes green?
Because he's an evil horse.
But why is green evil?
Because you said so.
Green is a creative color.
Green is not a creative color.
Yeah, I hope anybody gets the remembers for that. Anyways, so I am going to be done here though. I am already well over what I was planning on doing. And so next stream, I'm probably going to, well, before next stream, I'm hoping to actually poke at this some to get this kind of started, or I might just jump right to doing lip syncing on some of the other scenes. Though usually by the time I sit down and actually open the program to do that, I lose motivation very quickly. So maybe not. But I will be streaming again on Friday to do some more stuff.
The camera decided I was prettier again. Oh no, it went back. Oh, there we go.
The white on the screen here.
Yeah. How y'all doing? Doing good. That's great. He's gonna make me do this for a while.
I muted him and he's just like, no.
You gotta give lips to
Derp Media or Derp.
Derp.
Oh yeah, no more Michael. We're done with Michael. Aww. Anyways, so we'll be back on Friday, do some stuff, or at least I'll be back on Friday. Michael just kind of, if we need, we'll have chicken. And then as a reminder too, we are streaming Fallout 76 on Sundays right now. Same time we normally start this stream. Well, today was a little earlier for this, but around 6. There'll be, it's on the schedule right now on my Twitch, so you can check. It's me, him, and 2 other friends that are just goofing around, playing around in there while having drinks. So we're just having some fun. Got a voice impression.
Jeez.
Discord. That's it for today. Everyone have a good night. And drink at least 685 cups of water. But anyways, Discord.
It's just John Delancey. That's it for today, everyone. Have a good night and drink at least 685 cups of water if you live more than 903 years. Is that a Discord? I don't know. What's it? I'm a howling at the moon. A boo. A woo. A woo. He's a furry. He's like multiple furries. He's like a woo. Woo.
Snap into a Discord.
Snap into reality.
Well, there goes gravity. Okay. Anyways, see you guys on Friday. Thanks for popping in and help me get some work done and stuff. And I know that none of you actually come here for that content. You come here for one purpose, and that is Michael's song.
Yes, and Kitty. Hey, Kitty. Da-da-doot, da-da-dee-da-da-da-doot, da-da-diddly-diddly-doo-doo-doot, diddly-diddly-do-da-boop.
You can't hear it.
No, I can't. It's probably the best.
Actually, can I? Actually, wait, I think I can.
No, I thought it was for the best.
Hold on, I think I can. I think if I do it, it might echo. So we're gonna do an adventure here. Oh god, it does.
Oh,
oh god, no. It plays both.
Don't torture us with that.
No, that is your song.
This is awful.
It's your song. And it's actually a lot louder than all we are. Oh my god, I gotta turn that down.
It's like we had no idea.
Okay, that's a little better. Okay, bye guys.
Bye bye.